but I must interrupt this show.
Leonard, you know what it is. Hey, ham solo. It's time, baby. Low. It's turn how we do. Hey.
They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we in. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 Man, I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a wheel. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you on red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you red fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blizzard. Cut you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today. Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go.
Woo, 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 woo.
That's pretty sick ad lib. Oh. What the hell just happened?
Seven.
I can't hear Loke.
Joining us today. Now we can.
Oh, no,
I hear
we
you.
weren't able to hear you, no.
I thought it was just me. I was like, dude, what the hell?
No, I was muted sitting here talking, so there's that.
Episode of BullSittin on TSWS Gaming. I'm Loke7. As always, joining me is Mr. Ham, Solo 05, Mr. Man Likes Game, the man that licks them, all of them before he starts playing. But before we speak to these gems, the highlights of the show, the only reason anyone even shows up to TSWS on Friday night, let's be honest, Cozy. How are you feeling, bro?
Absolutely.
Please, for the love of that terrible haircut.
Oh man, she's got the fade.
Don't hate on my
Yeah, she needs to
haircut.
unmute herself.
Wait, why am I stuck on mute?
She's not muted for me.
Yeah, for me neither. She sounds
Okay,
Cozy.
that's wild.
No, she's
Go ahead,
muted
Cozy.
on my screen.
I am feeling
Oh my
absolutely
God.
rosy. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? I've had nothing.
I mean, I think you know what, but geez, Louise, Cozy, hit the unmute button, bud.
It's not muted on. It
Well,
shows
then
it's muted.
I guess she's gonna have to leave and come back. Just leave and
Yeah.
come back.
Ham,
Anyways,
you're the only
moving
one who
on.
can hear. We can hear
Yeah,
her.
I can't hear her.
That's
yeah, I
weird.
heard her.
Yeah. No, and she's gone. All right. Anyways, this is my new look. This is the new background. Y'all tell me what you think about it.
It's not bad.
Nothing.
I like
Nothing.
it. I like it.
All right. Well, I'm
I
standing
think
just like Oh No, It's Alex as well. So good times.
That's like your idol.
No, let's not exaggerate things. All right.
No,
Go slowly.
we're not. We're
slowly.
not exaggerating.
Yeah, we're definitely not exaggerating. If anything, we're underselling.
Really? All right. Well,
Yeah.
Matt,
Yeah.
Matt, how are you and what you been playing? Sapo says they can't hear anything. Okay, there it goes. All right.
I'm doing great, and I can't do that because I'm sure we'll talk about it later in the show. I'm doing great. I'm playing I mean, I guess still Detroit, become human. I mean, currently I'm just playing Forza and driving around. But the main game I'm playing right now is Detroit and Far Cry 4 with him.
Okay. All right, all right. Cozy,
It's still
you
stuck
there?
on mute. I'm guessing for him.
No, I can
Oh,
hear
it's
you.
not. Okay.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
go
Yay.
ahead.
I'm feeling rosy because look at this. Look at this cutie. Look at this cutie. Oh, don't bite me, cutie. And also, I've been working a lot, and so this has like been the highlight is just coming here and hanging out with you fine humans, and Loke.
Damn,
That's how it
damn.
goes.
Okay, okay. Ham.
That's how
uh,
it goes, bud.
Ron Slasher says hungry for Squid Game. Yeah, man. I think I look good with this. I think I look awesome with this. Um, Ham, how you doing? What you been playing? Rachie,
Oh
welcome
man,
in. Welcome in.
I'm all right. I'm doing just fine. Shout out to the folks out there that are coming through to watch the show. I've been playing all sorts of different games as usual. Um, as of recently, I've been playing some Ninja Gaiden.
Mm-hmm.
Been playing some of that. I've also been still playing Far Cry 4, the hell out of that. Still playing some 2K, of course. Trying to remember what else I've been playing. I know there's some. Oh yeah, what's on the screen right now? Doom
Hey,
2016. Yeah, I've been playing. I'm almost at the end of the game for that one. I'm at like the very end of that, pretty much. Uh,
You finished Doom 2016, right?
I've never finished Doom.
Oh no.
I no
Oh,
no no
actually
no
no.
not this Doom. Like I finished the old, super pixelated old school Dooms. Like I
Yeah, yeah.
finished that one a while ago.
The new
And
ones, not so much.
I haven't played any of the new ones at all. So I am definitely ripping and tearing my way through this, and it's a lot more fun than I let it be the first time I played it.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very good.
And I also realized that I was playing it wrong. Matt had to tell me some of the things that I wasn't doing in the game that really enhanced my experience because
yep.
I was not using the aim button ever, so
What?
I didn't know about the secondary weapons.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's
And
like
then
halfway through the game when I told him that too.
yeah, I was halfway through the game, right?
That's kind of impressive. That's kind of
I,
impressive.
I guess
Yeah.
so. And then also I didn't realize that there was an upgrade system until about 2 levels after that. And that was without Matt even being there. So Matt wasn't there anymore. And I hit start and I was like, what's this LB over here? And I realized, oh, I could level my guy up. so,
Wow.
so I had like not even kidding, like 15 level up points.
Wow.
That's
I
tragic.
had like 15 level up points. I leveled the hell out of that guy, and I was a fucking shit up, bro. Like, like once I got that all figured out, I was like, oh,
Okay.
okay, this is great. So
I
now I'm
got it.
having a
I got it.
really good time. I'm
All
at the
right.
end of it now.
I'm happy for you,
But
man.
but now
2016 is one of the
that
best.
kind of encouraged me to maybe want to go over to Eternal. Eternal's a little different though. I know it's a little bit different of a game, but I'm still
Maybe
wanting to
finish.
kind of I wouldn't mind completing both 2016 and Eternal before Dark
Yeah, the
Ages
Dark
comes out,
Ages.
just
You
so
know,
I
I
can
still haven't.
feel
I
kind
haven't
of
played
ready.
Eternal. Yeah, yeah.
You
I haven't
haven't
played
played
Eternal.
Eternal?
No,
Oh
no, I haven't.
god.
I've
I
You
only
should
played
played
Eternal, I
play.
just
2016.
never beat it.
You should
No, I haven't
totally
even
play
like booted
Eternal.
it up.
That's
I
wild.
haven't even.
It's a beautiful
Yikes.
game.
I'm
Yeah,
sure it
that
is.
game is
Have you
that
guys
game's
played Elden
expensive.
Ring though?
Stop it.
Yeah. That'd be
Have you
Elden Ring.
guys heard? Have you guys heard of my Lord and Savior Elden Ring?
Beat it.
You talking about the game that you just can't quite get over?
I beat
Have
it
you
and
heard?
I never
Have you heard?
touched it again.
have you heard the good news about Elden Ring?
The good news.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm
This
just
man is selling that shit. Have you heard the good news?
Speaking of good news, I've been playing the maybe the best Souls like of the year 2025. But so far, after it comes out, it's going to be the best Souls like this year. It's the first Berserker Kazan. I've been playing the demo. It's monstrously good. Uh, I think demos are a trap, but I guess also they're a fair trap, right? Because they give you a good chance to sample what's going to happen. If I had any doubts about just another Souls like that just wants to get, the easy money from people that are starved of Souls games, Kazan is not that. It is a proper Souls like, very good quality, well polished. Story is not deep, but what are we doing here? Are we gamers or are we watching a movie? Gameplay is crisp. Uh, I'm, I'm, Obviously, as a Souls player, right? You can choose different weapons on Kazan. There's like a spear, sword, and axe that you dual wield, right? There's a great sword. Obviously, I gravitated towards the great sword, right? As a Souls player, just dragging that big gigantic cleaver around, just fucking swinging, swinging. And the parry system is also very nice, so that helps as well. Very good game. I haven't played the whole game, but from the demo, already it's like an 8 out of 10. If you're a Souls player that kind of has some doubts, go get the demo on Steam, and it will convince you. I promise you. If you're an actual Souls player, it will convince you, and then you're gonna have to pre-order it like I just did. It is what it is. Cozy's back. All right, Cozy. Beside, oh,
I'm back.
Cozy.
Yep.
Besides having the free time, what have you been playing this past week?
Honestly, just Helldivers too.
I've seen your notifications on Steam. Lots of Helldivers.
Democracy. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, I wouldn't understand fascism. Welcome, Raichi. Welcome, Too Big. Also, welcome,
Says
Ty.
he's
Good
from
evening,
America.
sir. Good
You know who
evening.
else I want to welcome?
Who else?
I want to welcome our friends on Rumble because we're finally
Hey,
live
this
streaming over
this thing's
there
getting too
as
hot.
well.
It's
Whoop
getting too
whoop
hot.
whoop whoop whoop
We're
whoop.
spreading like just like just
Just like
like
men. Just like men.
just like Rick
Like
James
what?
said, they're spreading. We're spreading. We're spreading.
Ah,
Loke, don't shake your head.
I'm not shaking my head. I did not shake my head. I'm approving of
Spreading.
Cozy's thought. Yes, Vince, it's the Squid PlayStation. I'm coping. All right, it's been a tough couple of days
Loke
for
doesn't want to.
PlayStation.
You can't. You don't want to look into his eyes today.
You know what? Fuck this.
Just
It's
sheer copium in there.
been a tough couple of days on PlayStation. So y'all leave me alone. All right.
It's been a tough couple of years.
It's not that bad, Matt. Don't confuse. Don't
Well,
confuse. Don't confuse the
as
PlayStation
someone
with
who
the Xbox.
wasted $500 on that thing, I'll tell you right now, it's that bad.
Loke,
It is
Don't.
that bad.
Loke said that. Loke said that the studio isn't the only thing bending.
No.
All right. All right. So before before where's the fucking news? Where's the news at? This is ridiculous. All right. So before we get into the whole PlayStation rubbish, not saying the PlayStation is rubbish, but before we get into it, Nintendo revealed, just a little accessory, a little gizmo that you guys might be interested in. I don't know. I don't know. The Nintendo Switch 2. Matt,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on the reveal? Did you watch it? And what are your
Nope.
general thoughts?
I didn't watch it. I imagine it's the Switch, but better.
You didn't watch the
So that's
reveal?
cool.
It's only 2 minutes.
I have not seen the reveal.
He's
I
too cool
know.
for it. Got it.
Yeah, that's true. I'm too cool to watch that. But what I saw, or just photos wise, was like that the Switch 2 has a bigger screen, which is good because dude, the regular Switch is it feels like a toy. It feels like a toy you're meant to break, and hopefully the Switch 2 will be a little bit bigger and feel a little bit more sturdier. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm interested in it. It all kind of depends on uh, what they price it at, because I've got a sick feeling they're gonna say it's $500, and if it's
Ooh,
$500, then I'm out.
Ooh, that's
why
a
not?
tough
It's the
price.
best console though. Why are you out?
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not the
You
You know,
know
best
what
it'll
I
thing.
be.
think is kind of funny, Loke, real quick? I just wanted to point out.
Go ahead.
I love that Ray Cheese said good afternoon, Too Big said good morning, and Taye said good evening.
The whole world is watching us. The
Yeah,
whole
man, we're
world.
like Mr. we're like Mr. 405 out here. We
Let's
worldwide. We
go.
worldwide.
Yep, worldwide. Now we just need like some Japanese people, and we'll be sorted. Some Chinese people, maybe.
Oh, yay,
Spamming.
Loga.
Yeah, spamming comments we don't even understand in the comment section. Uh, Matt, so your big takeaway is they'll probably overcharge us, and you think 500 is overcharging after the PS5 Pro just went for
Yes.
7.
Yeah, I
Well,
agree.
yeah, because the PS5 Pro is overcharging. That doesn't mean that them charging 500 after that means they're not overcharging. And again, this is all just a feeling I have. They might end up charging 400, which is a lot more reasonable. But like,
Yeah,
I don't know. Given the way things are going, I wouldn't be very surprised if they said it's $500. And if it is, like I said, I'm probably all set.
but you think it'll sell if it's 500 bucks?
It'll sell whatever they price it at. It just won't sell to me at whatever they price it at. It'll sell tons to a bunch of people because it's, I mean, shit, look at the first one. But yeah, I'm not going to buy it for $500 if it is $500.
What's that on top of your head, Loke?
On top of my head.
Yeah, is there hair? Is that fake hair?
Oh my god, dude, I actually have hair. See.
Oh. Holy
Ah,
shit, that's a lot of hair for you.
Dude, what do you mean for me? Get the fuck out of
thought
here with that
thought it
bullshit.
was thought it
No,
was
no,
a
no, no, no,
wig.
no. I don't mean it in a derogatory sense. I mean like I've never seen you have that much hair.
Yeah, I always cut it off. That's the truth. It's
That's a
true.
lot of
Oh,
hair, man. This motherfucker needs a comb. That shit. He look like he just got done hunting.
yeah, man. I'm a proper African. See?
Look at
Matt,
you over
all
here.
this slander
Yo,
about Loke doesn't have any hair. We
Gotta
need to
let your
get this.
soul glow, brother. Gotta
I'm
let that soul glow.
We need to
I'm
get
not
this
gonna
conversation.
I'm
And
not
then
gonna
I'll cut the
stop
hair off.
saying I'm not gonna stop saying.
Okay, what is this? Matt, what is this? What is all of
I don't know
this?
what that is, Luke. That could be anything.
What?
Did
That
that
could
shit
be
stretch? Do that
that
again
could
real
be
Yes.
quick.
anything.
Look.
Oh, never mind.
That could be
I thought the top
That's
of your
not even.
head stretched like Kirby.
No, it's the hair, dude. Like I haven't even like pulled it out. It's larger than this.
Is it like
that
mine?
could
It's not. No. It's
No,
not.
I'm
It's not
luscious. You're
there.
right. You're right. You ain't like me.
No, it's only been like 6 months.
Look
Settle
at
down.
dusty
Settle
ass
down.
Loke with them dusty ass
If,
naps.
if I keep this going, if I keep this going for like, if I keep this going for like 3 years, Ham, I'll catch up to you.
yeah.
You don't know that's a fact. You'll probably catch up to me quicker than that, to be honest.
Maybe. It's just too much work. Fuck that.
I mean,
The problem
is it too much work, or do you actually just make it too much work? Because I don't comb my hair whenever I have hair.
Cause
Yeah,
you
but
over
you
there
still,
looking like Dej Loaf right now. What you talking about?
but you still need to, you still need to buy like the hair thingies, to like the shampoos and whatever, just to
What
keep it.
shampoo? Just buy some like whatever.
Dej
some
Loaf always keeps
conditioner.
a clean ass
Yeah,
fade.
look, buy some whatever.
Cozy had to
No,
cut her
some
hair even
conditioner.
shorter because she fucked it up last week.
You know what? Can we not talk about this?
Cozy looks like a female rapper.
Dude, she's getting money.
Except
She,
without the face tattoos.
yeah, without the face tattoos.
Face
I need to
tattoos are
see Cozy
degenerate.
with a grill. I need to see that. I need to
Yeah,
Oh,
see
let's
you
you
get
with
want?
a
You
gold.
want to see
I need to
that?
see you with some
Cozy a
gold
grill and a
fronts,
double
Cozy.
cup.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see that.
I can make a grill happen.
I
Nice.
There
need
you
some
go.
gold fronts on Cozy Beluga. I mean, you
C4
even changed your
Skills,
name
welcome.
down there. It says Cozy Bell. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Cozy fell.
It says Cozy Bell on the bottom. Don't even
That's
say
true.
Beluga. It says Cozy Bell. I think she
It's
opening up a
short.
new
Short
website.
for beluga. That's
Oh
true.
yeah,
Sure,
Bell.
that's her rap name.
Dorian Gray, welcome in. Sensei 808 was happening. Hey, Vic, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Says, Loke is losing it. Get a cut, bro. No, I will get a cut, Vic. I will get a cut as soon as
He's
Matt admits that I'm not bald.
Buddy,
see,
you're never gonna cut
he's
your
in
hair
that
again.
phase. He's in that phase where he won't
You're
let it
never
go.
gonna cut your hair. Yeah, you're never gonna cut your hair again.
He's in
I
the
promise
he's
you
in
that.
the he's in the let it go. Loki's in that won't let it go phase.
Dude, like I congratulations on having hair, Loke. Congratulations on being a
All right,
person.
then.
You know?
Okay, so next
It's
week,
falling. It's
Friday,
going back.
my hair will be
Your
okay.
hairline is starting like here.
Cozy,
Yeah,
am I
yeah.
bald or not?
I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. It's okay
Because
to
if you
be
want to talk
bald.
about hairlines, we can have that discussion. But y'all
It's okay
accuse
to
me
be
of being
bald.
bald.
It's just
I know
slowly
it's
going back.
okay.
It's back. It's
I
back.
know it's okay.
Yeah.
I know it's
You
okay
got
to
that
be
Stevie
bald.
Wonder going on.
Well, I could. I mean, I'm not going to, but I could grow my hair, but I'd have the same problem. My hairline is like up here, so if I grow it, it just looks stupid.
Yeah,
But so I'm
Loke
not
has
going to
that
do it.
like crazy movement of you could see the shoreline how it changed on his head.
Yeah, and that's
Let's
kind of
Y'all,
what
y'all,
that's. And to be
y'all,
real,
y'all
that's
are
kind of
haters.
what I got. That's
Y'all are
sort of what
haters.
I got. And when I
Y'all are
saw
haters.
that,
Matt, Matt,
after my last
your
haircut,
hair.
I
You know
said,
what? I'm not
nope.
gonna be mean. I'm not
Vic,
gonna be
oh my
mean.
goodness.
I'm not gonna be mean.
You can
Yeah,
be mean, buddy. You can be mean.
Vic says I need to get a cut. I'm crashing out, Vic. I don't care. I'm crashing out.
You really are crashing out, but
Uh,
all to prove to me that you
He
got
also
some
said this
hair,
to you.
what did he say? Oh, what the? Okay.
but
So thank you again for the $2 super chat. Vic says Loke got the semi truck forehead. Okay. All right. All right.
God damn, this is even worse. And he sent that
What?
for free.
Check Judy's hairline. Bro, come on. Come on, Vince. I thought you were my friend. I thought we were friends.
man,
I thought we were friends, Vic.
I have a
All right.
great hairline.
So you say, Koze. Let's moving on. Ham, did you see the Nintendo reveal? Did you see the Nintendo reveal? What were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I actually was live when I figured that like when it happened. I was like, oh shit. It's like so it was pretty dope. I like that it's gonna be bigger ergonomically. It's gonna be more comfortable probably. It supposedly has
Size does matter.
supposedly has USB T two USB Type C ports on it, which is kind of interesting. It's magnetic compared to just sliding the controller in down from the sides, which is also something that I find kind of interesting, but kind of scary at the same time. Because I'm just like, what's that gonna? What? How's that gonna feel in 3 to 5 years? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if you have kids,
Oh my
I don't know,
goodness, getting
man.
stuff like I would say the way I looked at this is actually kind of the way I looked at
Cheers, Richie.
when you had a Sega as an adult, which I didn't. I never had a Sega when I was an adult. I was a kid now I have a Sega, but when it was hot and popping, like when the Sega when it first came out, it was hot and popping. That was the grown folks console, right? and then the PlayStation came out, and then the Sega went down to me, right? Because I was a kid then, and then the PlayStation became the grown folks console, right? It just was.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it was looked at. I feel like that's
The
kind of
hip
happening
console.
with this Switch, right? The original Switch, I
Oh.
felt pretty good and fine, but the Switch 2 is coming out, and it's bigger, it has more performance.
Something's up with your camera, Ham. Your camera.
Oh yeah, I'll fix it here in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, it's bigger. It has more. It has more power. Yada yada. But it also to me has like, it has like more kind of, I don't know, swagger behind it, I guess, right? So I feel like people are gonna look at it as maybe it's more kind of being aimed at towards adult. You don't see the kiddie two colors on it anymore. It's all black. It looks clean, right? So I feel like that might sell good to adults and make them feel like they need to, possibly get into that if they're not already into it, because there's plenty of adults that have the regular Switch. I mean, hell, I have 2 of them. So but then passing down the previous Switch to the kids will then be an option to be able to do, because that was kind of the nice thing. Whether it was the Sega and you got the new PlayStation, or even when the PlayStation 2 came out and then you pass down the PlayStation to the kiddos. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's going to be one of those situations. It'll be mad popular. There's already backwards compatibility that's confirmed for it. So
Just not for all the games, right?
it said for not all the games, but if we know Nintendo, it's probably some third-party stuff.
Yeah.
Or probably games that require special things.
Exactly, right? Like like special things that can't, or they didn't, push forward into the next iteration. It's probably not going to be anything to trip out over. Probably. Could be, but probably not. I'm excited for it. I am really excited for this piece of hardware. I'm just more or less, I mean, we're stuck at the spot right now of what are the specs going to look like. That's where we're at right now. What are these specs going to look like for this piece of hardware? My anticipation on that is we'll be able to get 60 FPS on the console. That will be the max. And max resolution will probably be 1080p.
All right.
But here's a big telling part on the whole power part. Your Switch currently, I believe, is like 15 to 18 watts charger, right? Compared to this new charger that's supposed to be for the dock, that's supposed to be like 60 watts. And if you have a Steam Deck, that's more than the Steam Deck needs, which I believe the Steam Deck is 45 watts.
Yep.
Matt, can you confirm that?
It is 45 watts.
Yeah, so that is something to think about when you're thinking, is this thing going to be much more powerful? Well, the Steam Deck is 800p with 45 watts. I'm thinking possibly we could be looking at 1080p with the 60-watt charger.
Price, if you had to guess?
I would say if they want to do right by the fans, $400. Because to me, I'm adding it up in a weird way that probably a lot of other people aren't going to add it up. I added up, I give the $100 to them just being Nintendo, another $100 for them being video games, obviously, another $100 for it to be portable, and then the last $100 goes to like them bringing it up to standard compared to the previous one. Which what did that launch at? Like what, $350?
I thought it was $299. I could be wrong.
I want to say it was 300. I'm gonna say MSRP.
Yeah, I think it was 300.
Switch.
Sapo didn't see an SD card. Richie, thank you so much for the $2 Canadian.
Yeah, it says
super chat.
$299 and $350 for the OLED.
Okay.
Yeah.
When it launched.
But I don't know what it was when it launched.
I'm pretty sure it was 300. Was it not?
I want to say it was 300.
Because wasn't the big deal like when they came out with the small Switch? It was like This one's $200. It was like $100 off.
Yeah, the Switch was 300, 400. Wasn't the Switch 400?
Then I don't know. It could have been for all I know. I have
No
I
no
got
wonder
mine
it
idea.
for
sold so much.
230 because someone on a sale. But I don't
No,
know.
it makes sense.
I don't see it costing more than 400.
I hope so. If it's 400, I might grab it. Day one, maybe.
Not sure.
I
I
mean,
Man has a Steam Deck. Why do you
that's
want to
well,
switch?
yeah, but I can't, legally play
All right, all
Metroid
right, all right.
Prime
Yeah,
4
introductory
my
price
Steam
is
Deck.
$299.
Okay.
Okay.
But
So
can we
yeah,
talk
300.
also about how we're getting Hall effect sticks?
Oh, that's
What?
good.
I think they're getting
Hall
Hall effect
effect.
sticks.
Hall
What?
effect.
Yeah.
Hall effect
What?
sticks.
No drift. If you know all about like drift,
Oh, the
the
drift.
left
Yeah.
Joy-Con notoriously had terrible drift. Like they wouldn't. In fact, it had drift to the point that they stopped. They just automatically, if you get drift, you can send it in, and they will not charge you for repairing
Yeah, I'm
it.
about to say, didn't they get like a lawsuit because of it?
Yeah,
I
dude, it was a huge lawsuit back in like
Yeah,
2019,
it
2020.
was no, and it
Yeah.
was terrible because I remember mine. I was new when I got off of someone for 230, but they'd not used it. They just bought it and their kid didn't play it, so they sold it. And within like 2 months, I'd barely played it, and it already had drift on. Specifically, the left Joy-Con was the one that was like particularly guaranteed to get drift. And yeah,
Okay. So class action
Tough.
lawsuit. That's what it was. It wasn't just a lawsuit. It's a whole
Yes,
lot
it
of people
was.
cashing in.
I mean, because no, you didn't even have to be because people act like you were playing aggressively with it. You didn't have to be
Nope.
doing
Okay.
anything, and it just got drift, and it was like really obnoxious. You'd be like, "What? I've maybe played like 10 hours in this, and I got drift."
Yeah, it was pretty
It was that
poorly
bad.
designed for
Good
some
for you
reason.
guys that you guys could return it. I'm just thinking about someone living in Mozambique.
Well,
What to
thankfully
do now?
mine never got drift, or at least not like right away. My first
Mm,
Switch ended up getting drift like years later, and by that point, I stopped using those controllers and replaced them anyway.
Yeah,
So
I just started using the Pro controller. Although it was annoying because you'd have to disconnect and turn off the because I didn't play it docked a whole lot, so I would have to like put it on a stand, disconnect the other controllers, shut them off, and then play so that I didn't it didn't mess up what I was doing.
all right.
Sapo in the
Before
chat brings up a good point talking
hold
about.
on, hold on. I need to
Okay.
get this super chat. Thank you, Rachie, for the $2 Canadian. Says, not so fun fact. Only a quarter have hit the like button. Ladies and
what?
gentlemen, please follow the instruction of the ever wise Rachie. All right. Please smash the like button. It helps us in the algorithm. Everyone knows I'm trying to buy my next Land Rover with the YouTube money. And
Yeah,
it
Yeah, you
helps if you
save
guys
money.
smash the like button.
and you're
It gets
almost
Oh
me
there.
my goodness.
You might be able to get
closer
a
to my
fender.
Defender, like way faster. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Ham, you
closest
want
thing
to
you're gonna
highlight
get
something?
is fender. That's it.
Oh.
Here, treat
He's got
yourself
jokes.
to a treat
He's
yourself
got
to a
jokes.
guitar.
All right, Ham, you wanted to highlight a comment that Sapo made. Go ahead.
Yeah, Sapo said something that we should all consider because the last Switch was just terrible when it came to this. But Sapo put it up. If it doesn't have an SD card slot and I have to re-download games from my library, I might pass on the Switch too. Storage is going to be an issue, especially if it's COD. But Sapo said something a little earlier. No. It was right after that. Sapo said if it's $400, it better have more memory than 25 gigabytes of storage.
Yeah.
Bro, the original Switch was just terrible with memory when you first got it. Like you almost exclusively bought it and had to get an SD card with it.
I think that was so I think the thing is Nintendo expected it to do well, but not necessarily do the numbers that it did. Because a lot of their games are not that big. So
Sure.
you bought the SD card, like, and a lot of their games are actually surprisingly size-wise very small.
All I know is when I
I
got
mean,
my
still though, if you have like a library of any sort, like the amount that they gave you, even if their games are small, it still didn't allow you to download very much on just that alone, even if it was just Nintendo games. It wasn't like you were able to have a
yeah.
whole ass library on there because the
And
games were so small.
and I think in addition to that was like the numbers, they are still surprisingly the only one that has a significant amount of physical sales.
Yeah, I mean they're hardcore with the support on physical media, so I'm not surprised to hear that in the least, really.
I thought they showed a photo, or someone showed a photo of like, because they did like a slide that said like backwards compatible with original Switch games and plays the newest Switch 2 games. And like in the photo, they had two SD cards, like one SD for the Switch and then one for the Switch 2. I
Hmm.
thought I saw a photo of that. So I would imagine the SD card slot is there.
The
What
music
what
just
is
keeps
this?
skipping. We gotta turn that off.
It keeps skipping?
Yeah, it just keeps skipping.
That's weird. Richie
It did
says,
that last
please
time. That's why I
donate.
turned it off the last time too, because it just keeps skipping every time we turn it on. It's not very good.
All right, guys. Please, again, Richie with the sage knowledge, right? Says, please donate so Loke can throw away his Lada Neva. I don't know what happened with the spelling there, but just donate regardless of the reason. What's this? They got Loke emojis now. That's not a Loke emoji. That's not a Loke emoji. That,
The disrespect.
Uh,
Oh my god,
Vic,
Damn.
that's not the emoji.
that's too bad. That
Oh
is too
god.
bad.
All right, all right. Cozy, what
Yeah.
were your thoughts when you saw the reveal, and how much do you think this thing is gonna cost?
I think 400, and as always, show me the games.
Do you doubt that they're gonna deliver the games though?
I don't doubt that they'll deliver the games, but they have to show me exactly the games still.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, let's get into the weeds of this Nintendo thing. There's a couple of questions that I think everyone here is asking, besides the price, obviously, right? Release dates. People. I want some guesses about the release dates. Matt,
no,
when's this thing coming? I'll be
420.
generous.
420. Blaze it.
Yes,
420.
Blaze
I
it.
support that.
Yeah.
You say blaze it?
That's
What the
soon?
fuck
I
is
did
wrong
say
with you?
blaze it. 420 blaze it, dude.
What's wrong with
Wait,
you,
wait.
man?
Get
You,
lit.
you, you,
Are you alright, Loke? Are you shorting out? What's happening?
you think it's coming out in April?
You told me to just guess a day. Yeah, April
That's
20th.
wild.
He doesn't work for them. How is he supposed to know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that thing could be coming out the end of the year for all I know. But I
See,
picked a date, and it's
I'm with
420.
Vince. I'm with Vince. I think it needs more of a runway. I think
I
like
don't think
maybe
I don't think you need a runway. If you're releasing 420, you don't need a runway. 420 is your runway.
420. All right.
Yeah,
Ham,
Damn.
when do you
Strong.
think it's
yeah.
coming?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Oh man. I'd say June.
That's more reasonable. Gives us
I
time
say
to see
June.
other like trailers
Because
for
it's
games.
during. I say June because that's during a lot of showcase season, and I feel like they could sell and have a game ready to go possibly, and announce it right as the Switch is essentially coming out.
Yeah, that's more reasonable, and also gives us time to see a whole bunch of trailers for games besides Mario Kart, which is what they showed us in the official thing, right? Get more people
Yeah.
hyped because Cozy is not feeling Mario Kart. She's not buying the Switch 2 because of Mario Kart. That's not happening. Cozy, when do you think this thing's coming out?
I say June seems good.
Everyone's going safe. Matt is the only madman in the chat today. He's the only psycho.
Uh
Sappho said they said it was April. I think April is just the date they're going to be They gave a date in April. They're going to be diving
so
more
if
into what it
April,
is.
then it's
Yeah, April
probably
2nd.
going to
Yeah.
be, if they do it in the beginning of April, then they'll probably release it in April,
There you
like
go.
at the end of
420.
April or May, because they tend to have very short um they tend to have short times
Okay.
I don't know.
for most of their stuff.
Yeah,
Not all
that
their
makes
stuff, but
that's fine. I don't know though. I'm sticking on. I'm sticking to June.
Yeah, I agree with him. I think April's way too soon.
I think
Obviously,
April would be cool though, but like if they did that, they'd have to like announce some games with it. In my opinion, I don't feel like this. I don't feel like Nintendo would be okay with putting out a console without games on it, and I feel
yeah,
like they'd have to have some sort of time to market the game, especially if it's like something like Metroid, right? I don't know.
mm, yeah, but you know what? Of the three consoles, let's agree on something. Of the three consoles, if there's one that doesn't really need a runway, and if they decided to just launch and people would buy the crap out of the console, it's the Switch or it's Nintendo. I think we can agree on that. Without seeing much, I think people would just buy the next Nintendo and just trust that it's going to work out. Reichi says April 1st. Okay. Okay.
The day before.
Essentially,
That's the game that probably is going to launch for it then too.
maybe. So the last one that I wanted to get your insight on, specifically this one I wanted to throw at Mental, but he's not here. Mental, if you're just watching in the chat, please add your comment. If you're watching in the chat, what type of screen will it have? Because Matt, you alluded to something about size,
Yeah,
but you think they're gonna increase like the quality? Like, is it gonna be OLED? Is it gonna be just
I
LED
think I
or
think
a
it'll
normal
be.
LCD?
Yeah, I think it'll be normal LCD.
Jeez, no
Because the thing is that there. I mean, and it's not just Nintendo. Steam did it also. Like they're gonna want to sell you at a later date the
yeah,
OLED.
OLED.
And why would they cut off future future easy profits, guaranteed profits, to just give you that now? Doesn't make any sense. They
Yeah,
they just wait and then sell you the OLED in like a year or 2 years or however long, and they probably charge you another 100 for it or
you'd
50.
buy
Was
it.
it? Yeah, was it 50 more for the OLED? I think it was 50 more. I should know that because I have an OLED. That's insane that I don't know that.
Someone at Nintendo hire this man talking about how to fleece
There's
the customers.
Dude, there's no way they're not going to do that. If that thing launches and it's an OLED, then hats off, hats off. I'd be happy to be wrong,
Respect.
but I just don't see a reality in which they're like, hey, we'll sell you this LCD, and then in a couple years you can go ahead and buy the next one because you will.
All right. Blind Giant 808 celebrates 18 solid months of being a TSWS member. Thank you so much for supporting TSWS. Blind Giant 808. Mahalo, one of the OGs on TSWS, says, "What's up,
Facts.
everyone?" And shout out to the panel.
Mahalo.
Woo woo.
Appreciate you, Blind
Mahalo.
Giant. Ham, you are a menace. I'm looking at this gameplay. You drive in cinematic mode on GTA.
I try. It's hard.
Fucking animal. You're an animal.
Yeah,
It's
that's
Who
really
does
fucking
that?
hard. I'm hitting stuff for sure.
Clearly, like the drive is not great, but I'm just saying, who does it?
I was sitting there watching it for a minute, and I was like, I must be drunk in this part, and I was like, oh, it's cinematic. Never mind.
No, the
Because I,
problem is,
you see, like I hit the pole, I hit the shit out of that pole right there. But
yep,
anyway,
yep.
anyways, I mean, because you can get Nico turned up. You and Cuz go out and have a few drinks,
Bowling and stuff.
and then y'all try to drive home, and it's a hard day.
Or night.
I was blown away the first time I drove drunk in this game. I was like, really? They really allow you to do that, and they make you hit everything.
Pretty much. Blind says, pull this man over. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, look at me. I'm all over the
right.
road, bro. Get me out of there. I need to go to jail.
Pull this man the fuck over. Get him home. Call a cab. Ham, what do you think about the screen for the Switch? Do you agree with Matt and Cozy, the execs in the call?
Yeah, that's what
Oh, I mean,
He's like, yeah, that's
to
right.
be honest, I didn't really hear what they said because I was on a phone call.
Wow.
So maybe I'm saying exactly what they'll say, maybe not. But like they gotta save something for a possible refresh in the future. And I think them
Yeah.
not putting an OLED in now would then give them the opportunity to then do the same thing they did this last generation
That's
and
so
give
lazy.
you and give you an upgrade without really putting much effort into it.
It'll print money. Look, it could be lazy all at once, but as far as Nintendo's concerned, that's going to print them money,
Yeah,
and they are
right.
okay with that.
My whole thing that I wonder about it, like, is like something that would really get me hyped for the Switch is if they figured out online integration or added like Discord to the Switch to make it easier to talk to your fellow teammates or your friends just on a whim instead of. I mean, I don't know, man. I can't believe past 2015 they came out with a console that you have to use your cell phone to talk to people on. To me, that was wild. I'm still blown away.
It's
Today,
Nintendo.
It worked.
2017, they were like,
It didn't.
we're still
You
in
didn't.
1997.
The reality
That's-
is,
that's
it
where-
didn't bother
Matt,
their
the
sales.
highest selling console of all time, Matt.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
worked.
So no, the console worked. That feature did not work. No,
Because it wasn't
it's just that
crucial.
it's just that people don't care.
Yeah,
The
it wasn't
console
crucial.
works, but that feature does not work.
I
That's what
Hey,
I'm saying.
Ushers,
Yeah.
welcome in.
I guess
ahead,
you know it that's cool and all, but honestly, my bigger thing is bring back the Miiverse.
The what?
Miiverse.
I don't know what that is, but I agree.
The Miiverse was
Hold on, Cozy. Before you expagorate, Ham, do you know what the Miiverse is? Ham? Did Ham just freeze? Do you know what the Miiverse is?
Ham just died.
No, I'm sorry. I got a message in my headset, and I didn't, and I was listening to it. So
All right, go ahead, Cozy.
or not
Go
my
ahead.
headset, my glasses, my glasses.
Okay,
Ham is
I got
like
a
half.
message in my glasses.
He's with
The
us, but
Miiverse-
only in spirit. Go ahead, Cozy.
the Miiverse was this kind of like this Nintendo social media that they had, and you could post like screenshots, ask questions. They had like one for each. They had one for like pretty much every game.
She
You could
wants a
like post your
Twitter
like fan
on
art.
Switch.
It was crazy. No, it had like some of the like for example, there was like this meme that popped up from there called "Why Can't Metroid Crawl?" Because someone it was obviously their first Metroid game, and they didn't know how it worked, and they were getting frustrated because they needed to get into a smaller space, and they didn't know how to get Samus into a ball, and so they
Right.
asked, "Why can't Metroid crawl?" And it was hilarious, obviously, because if you've played any Metroid games, you know why that's a ridiculous question. And but it had like a bunch of memes and stuff, and they took it down. But it was amazing. Like you should look at Miiverse stuff that they did. There was one time, like when they first rolled it out, one of the first games to get a Miiverse was this game called Life with Horses. But they had like their big flagship games, and they weren't getting Miiverse. They didn't have Miiverse sites for them, but Miiverse pages or whatever. But Life with Horses got one, and there was like one person playing Life with Horses, but they dedicatedly posted to the Miiverse, and then a bunch of people like kind of brigaded the Life with Horses Miiverse and posted a bunch of ridiculous um like art and stuff to it. There was like one that was like Life Without Horses, and it was like Mario shooting a horse with a broken leg.
What?
But yes, it was wild. It was fun. It was like Nintendo, they have good games, but I feel like the Switch was not nearly as ridiculous as some of their previous efforts, and I feel like it'd be time to bring some of their ridiculousness back. Like Miiverse. I will forever mourn the loss of the Street Pass. Another fun.
Goodness gracious.
What's Street Pass?
We talk all
Is
this
it like
stuff
Game
about
Pass?
PlayStation fanboys playing Twitter, and that's all that Cozy wants on Switch.
No, Street Pass was this feature that if you were like in the proximity of someone else with a 3DS, your 3DSs would basically send like data to each other. You could see what they'd been playing, where they were from, and like you could
What?
use them for these little mini games that they had on the and it would be good for collecting regions too, because it would tell you what region, and then you'd have like a little map that showed like, oh, you met someone from this region, and that region would be filled out.
So doxing by proximity, is that what's happening?
I mean, you could turn it off if you wanted to, but it was just like this really fun experience. And there were mini games that utilized people. So you would be like, oh, you would use when you collected those street passes, you would take them and open up the
Uh-huh.
Street Pass app on the
Uh-huh.
3DS, and you would just play
Yeah.
these games. Uh, and you play these little mini games. They had a gardening game. They had like this like dungeon, like crawling game where you go through these
And those
dungeons and
games
fight
were
bosses.
centered around the people that you met, the random people that you met.
Well, the game was would be very specific, but it utilized them as characters to help you advance in the game. And then once you were out of
Oh.
characters, you'd have to wait till you got more people street passes to continue the street pass. It,
Oh
it,
my
it was
god.
it was just like a
So now
fun
the
little
game
quirky
now
experience.
the game wants me to get out in the street and meet random people.
No, but you didn't have to do anything. You'd just be walking around carrying it, and it would just collect them. You didn't have
Still,
to do anything extra.
still, what if I don't like walking around? I can't beat the game?
No, they were you didn't have to buy these games either. They were free games. It was just included. It was just like built-in software.
Cozy, answer the question.
What?
If I don't like moving around and walking around, I can't beat the game.
No.
Foolishness. Yo, Danny, thank you so much for supporting us for the last
You just don't
16
understand.
consecutive months on TSWS.
Woo!
Appreciate you. Said me verse. Yo,
See?
Danny, your Danny's a verse to the me verse.
Miiverse was so.
Sorry, big fan.
It was when Nintendo, like their games are still fun, but it was when Nintendo itself also had a level of funness.
A level of funness.
Yeah, the Miiverse was like it was. You should look at the art and stuff people posted, and like all the things people did with the Miiverse. It had some great stuff going on.
God damn it. Crazy Louie, you know I can't read this super chat. You know I can't read this super chat. Ham, please read this super chat. He put the game that I cannot talk about on Fridays. You're muted, bro.
Let's get low cappy. Can you imagine the legendary Japanese fourth game B Metal Gear Snake Eater remake on Xbox Developer Direct?
That would be wild.
And it ain't happening.
That would be crazy. Then I would have like actual reason to break the rule on the channel and actually talk about that game, even though Vic is still sending the super chats. I would have to
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about it because it's
Hit the like button on
No,
Louie's
you wouldn't be
chat
able to
right
talk
there,
about
and
it.
also hit the like button on our channel for this show
let's go, let's go,
today.
let's go. Appreciate you, Louis. Appreciate you. Let's hope this is what happens because more
It's
people
not
need to
gonna
play that
happen.
game. More people need to
Yeah, I
play
do
that.
hope it happens just so we can have Luke not be able to talk about it.
That sounds actually pretty good. I like that idea.
Exactly. And then we could all slander it, and Luke just has to sit there and be like, yeah. Just has to sit there with a big smile on his face, having a good old
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
Metal
Now,
Gear
now I know it's
Solid
going.
dump. That's what this is. Dumpster fire.
Just a big steaming pile
Stank
of it.
Mall, what's cracking?
Hey, Stankmo, welcome,
Woo! The
welcome.
He's
stankiest
over
of
here
balls.
he's listening in a corner quietly and just randomly heard Metal Gear, and he had to
He's
go
like,
change
"Yep."
his pants now.
Activated.
It was like, "Yo, let me get in the chat. Let me get in the chat." Welcome, Stankmo.
That's too
Appreciate you.
bad.
Is Metal
Um,
Gear ever liquid?
Yodane says the snake eating over this game is
You
diabolical.
gotta relax.
Damn, damn. Yeah, Ham, you do need to chill. I agree. I agree with Stankmo. Ham needs to chill. All right. All this hate. Uh, Crazy Louis from Xbox International Podcast. Make sure you guys tune into them. Subscribe to their channel. It's a great channel. Xbox
He does a
focused.
show every morning like I do. He starts a little bit earlier than I do, and he
Yep.
ends a little earlier than I do, but he does a fantastic show. I actually was watching I think Black State or something like that. I was showing like my viewers that, and then after the video was over, it went straight to his channel because I am subscribed, and I believe I am a member of his channel as well. It went right over there, so I had his big ass face in his big ass background and everything, right, just showing off as if I was like talking shit on his show, even though it was fantastic. It was nice. I was actually hyping him and telling people to go hop on his channel as well, because he's a good dude. He's a good dude. He deserves the flowers.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all make sure to go and subscribe if you haven't. It's a great channel.
He hates
Crazy Louis
Doom though,
says,
which is crazy. It's wild, isn't it?
yeah.
He hates
He
Doom.
says, talk
I would
about it,
do.
Loke. I know you want to. I do so much want to talk about it. The problem is, a couple of
About
months
what?
ago, I was having like a proper fanboy moment, and I was talking a lot about that game. And Vic, Vic said,
Let
"I
me
will
read it. Let
pay."
me read it. Let me read it.
Hold on, hold on. Vic says, "I will." During that podcast, Vic says every week I will pay $10 every single week to make sure Loke does not speak about this specific game. And he's been holding up his end ever since then. So even though I want to, Crazy Louis, even
Talk
though I
about your
want
favorite
to,
garbage.
it's called terms and conditions, and I'm a man
He's
of my word.
contractually obligated to not talk about.
No, I'm not contraction. I'm super chattedly obligated not to. This has to do with super chat. Ham, go ahead and read Vic's latest super chat.
Yes, I must because it's fantastic.
It's
Laugh
heresy.
emoji. Laugh emoji. I'm not gonna keep doing that. I'm just joking. Loke. Loke. Metal Gear Solid is dead. Louis, don't bring it up on this podcast. Loke is more head than face. Oh man, I love that. You more head than face.
That's fucked up. Vic, that's fucked up. Fucked up, bro. Like now I'm gonna be measuring my shit to make sure, like, is it
Oh,
really
nobody
true?
needs to hear that online that you measuring your
Yeah.
shit.
God
You
damn
keep
it.
that to yourself.
That's not that's not what I was talking. You know what? Screw you guys.
No, don't screw me, buddy.
Vic,
I don't want none of that.
Yeah. I think
uh,
I'll pass on that. Well,
yeah, so that's the story. That's the law. That's the TLDR. Uh, Crazy Louis. That's the TLDR. I can't talk about it until the 1 week that Vic actually fails to send $10, but he's been doing it every fucking week. Sorry for cursing. I'm just frustrated right now. I really want to talk about the
That
greatest gaming
garbage.
franchise
That
of all
garbage.
time, but I can't talk about it
that
because
slop, that
Vic
mid.
is petty.
Talking about
Flop.
Red
That's
Dead.
why I can't talk about because Vic is petty than a mother.
Because he's a
Uh,
good
l-
man.
Saving the rest
what
of
is
us from hearing about your favorite slop.
Yeah.
what are snapbacks? Does anyone know what snapbacks are?
Yeah,
It
you
says
wouldn't
my
know
A
that because you
hat?
only wear cowboy hats. Snapbacks
That's
are
true.
the little snaps. They're the little things that you push in on the back of a hat to size it. Snapback.
yeah, yeah. Oh, they need an extendo because of the size of my head.
Oh
That's
my
terrible.
god. Why
Yo,
are
I
we
didn't even
Danny,
put
just
that together.
roasting
That's
Los?
great.
that's messed up, yo, Danny.
Oh
That's messed up.
man.
He said extendo.
That's messed up. Crazy Louis with another $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Says Vic, let the man talk his excitement out for at least 5 minutes. Give him
Uh,
5 minutes. I got him
uh,
hyped, guys. Honestly, let me make a quick confession. Right, every time I see the like a new trailer or any news about that specific game, I just have to remind myself that, dude, if Vic keeps doing this every week, when that game launches, I just can't come on the show. I can't come on the show.
Oh,
I'll be
I
gone.
support this.
I'll be gone for like a month. I'll just be like, all right, fuck it. Because what I'm not going to do, right, is be enjoying it, right, playing it, not be able to defend it, and then Matt shitting on it, Ham shitting on it, Cozy shit, everyone's shitting on it, and I'm just
why
sitting
would
here.
I shit on it? What game we talking about?
Oh, mental said something in the Rumble chat. Actually,
What do you say?
he said looks good streaming on Rumble. Then he said, as far as I know, the new Switch will have an LED. The OLED will come later. I'm just catching up on the stream now.
All right,
We all agree.
appreciate you,
But
man.
Louis then says that he wanted to have Kojima's baby. He said that live, and I
I
remember
did.
that. That's
I did.
crazy.
I
You're so
did.
proud of that. That's so
Pretty.
weird.
That's pretty interesting. That's a pretty interesting thing to say.
Either you are on Rumble or X
Twitter.
or YouTube. Hit that like button, please. Welcome to the show if you're
Share
new.
it out.
Yada yada. But let's keep going.
All right. Type of screen. Okay. Cozy already responded on the type of screen. Um, Now let's go with some crazy, like out there predictions. Out there, like all the way out there. Matt, how much is this thing gonna sell by the end of the life cycle?
What's the
Is it
Switch
gonna
at? Isn't it over
outsell?
like? Isn't the Switch at like 160 or something? 170?
I don't know. I just know it beat the PS2.
So
That's
it'll
what I'm.
probably do. Well, to be real, probably do a little bit under what the current Switch does,
Yeah.
or did, or is doing.
It's more
So
expensive, so I agree.
yeah, if I just make up a number. If this current Switch sold 170 million, this will probably be at like 165 by the time you get a
No, it's not
Switch 3.
170. It's
140.
145 as of
Okay, so
August
then
as of August 2024. I don't know if by then
okay,
it had passed the PS2.
Just in America, it passed the PS2. I know that.
Ah, only in
yeah.
America. Okay.
So then yeah, it would be at like 140 or 135 million probably.
Slightly under the original
Yeah.
Switch. All right,
Yeah.
playing it safe. Ham, what's your prediction on the sales for this thing?
I think it will be around 100 million. To be honest, I think what's gonna
Way lower.
happen. I think what's gonna happen is the Switch 2 is gonna come out and it's gonna gain a lot of momentum. But with that being said, the regular Switch will go down in price, and that's going to sell like crazy. And a lot of people will probably be okay with
Oh
getting
my god.
their kid or whatever it is, their kid, their family member, their friend. They'll probably then get them just a regular Switch and do what a lot of people are doing with the PS4 and Xbox One is just keep playing the last generation until they
Yep.
feel like they are
Especially with the backwards
absolutely
compatibility.
forced. Until they feel
Especially with
like
the
they're
backwards
absolutely forced to the
compatibility.
next thing. Yeah.
I feel like the whole like, oh, we upgrade to the newest thing was something that was more was like more of an exaggerated time period.
Yep. I agree.
Because way back when the consoles like Sega Genesis, I played that for like a long time. I was playing that alongside PS2 until like I got a Dreamcast. And most of the people I knew that game, they would play their systems a lot longer, and it was like around the PS2, 360, and then onward, where it was like, oh, why are you still playing that?
Um, this is bordering on harassment, Vic. Read that. Read that.
Last one.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm not reading that.
You should.
Oh, man. He said, last one. Let me know if you need more fingers to measure the head. Because I know you'll need more than 4. Ha ha ha. MGS is dead. Stop trying to dig it up.
Yeah. This man's
Listen, you wanna
dead.
make fun of my forehead? That's fine. All right. Leave that franchise alone.
It's. I mean, it
That's
has
where I
been
draw the line. That's where I draw the line.
I like how he just has to hate on you from multiple fronts, and he fits it in one $5 message, which I know I know he is making sure that he can fit all the letters into that statement. He's
Bro.
like, oh, I gotta make sure I got enough characters. I gotta let him know.
Bro.
It's perfect. It was perfect. Well written.
Thank you.
Vic.
Thank you, Vic.
Well
Appreciate
written.
$5. Uh
That's all that he appreciates.
uh what were we even talking about?
The Switch. That's all we've
Sales.
been freaking talking about this whole time.
Oh
is the
yeah,
damn
sales.
Switch.
Sales. Yeah, true.
We need to talk about Sony, Loke. You just keep trying to beat
God
around that
damn
bush.
it, Ham.
We
I'm
need to
trying to
talk
push
about
this.
Sony.
Dude, I'm trying to drag this till we have like 5 minutes left and be like, all right, everyone give your takes and then we out.
Keep in mind, Loke, it's only been 1 hour.
Ham, I can see you salivating. You're on the other side of the planet right now. But I can
Nah,
see
man,
you
I'm just
salivating.
north of you.
All right, man, whatever. Cozy, how many copies do you think the Switch 2 is gonna sell lifetime?
I think the Switch 2 will do around 100 million.
All right. Jeez.
So
No one
yeah,
thinks this Switch is surpassing
my guess was
numbers.
pretty optimistic, honestly.
Yeah.
Your guess
I
is
thought-
optimistic to think that it's going to be the third best console of all time. That's pretty
Yeah.
optimistic, bruh.
So
I
I
don't know.
mean, but when you I mean, when Ham kind of puts it like that, it makes a lot of sense, honestly. Like I mean, they did great with the Switch, but is that something that's easily replicable immediately the next generation? I don't know.
I
And
see
then we also
Wii
have to
numbers
look at
coming out of
we
this.
also
I
have to
see
look
OG
at the
Wii
reality.
numbers out of this.
And we also have to look at the
Yeah.
reality on the ground. When the Switch came out, it was the unicorn. It was just the Switch. Now it's the Switch, it's the ROG Ally, it's the
Great
Steam
point.
Deck, it's the rumored Xbox handheld, the Portal,
Yeah.
etc., etc. So
The
I
Portal.
don't
yeah.
think that has a lot to do with it. I think this is something that people that don't play Nintendo consoles keep saying because
okay,
they don't understand that um It's can they recapture a lot of the audience that they gained momentum, a lot of it because of 2020. A lot of those people weren't going to be playing, like, you don't, Steam or on those other handhelds, you don't get Mario Kart, right? How many games have outsold Mario Kart?
Not legally. Not legally.
Yeah, but no, you also
Yeah.
underestimate how many people actually bother to pirate.
Most
Yeah,
people
that's
don't.
true.
Most people don't. It's a joke. The people that say that PC is mostly pirating, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Like, I can
That's
count.
not
I
true.
only like you. I can count on one hand the times that I've done it. It's not. It's not. It's just too much work mostly. Um, but it's can they
This is
recapture
what
that
Gabe
audience,
spoke about.
because they got like, no other platform has sold the numbers of games that they have done.
That's true. Mario Kart specifically, I remember we did a podcast where, for
Not
some
just Mario
reason,
Kart.
yeah, but I remember we did a pod where, for some reason, I had to bring that up, and it was crazy the amount of time that Mario Kart was in like the top 10, top 10 or top 20 top selling games in the US. It was like years that it was in the top 10 or top 20. People just kept buying the exact same game again and again and again in high numbers. So there's no doubt about what you're saying. And the funny thing about this is like a sub story to the whole Mario Kart thing. There's been so many kart races. There's the Disney one, Crash, the Crash Kart Racer. They did one for Marvel as well. Whole bunch of kart races, but the only one that seems to consistently sell is the Mario Kart Racer. Cozy, as our Nintendo aficionado, please explain to us why.
Um, I'll be honest. It has not liking any kart racers. Uh, there are very few kart racers other than Mario Kart that aren't a little jank.
You
Like,
think
you
the
play
issue
them,
is that they're not well made?
not well made. Something is off about them.
Mario Kart 64 is still the goat.
It is still a great game. There's still a lot of great, like, from a perspective of, like, the dedication Nintendo, and I say this as someone who doesn't like it. The dedication they put even into the racetracks and such is amazing.
The
Um,
other
Double Dash
races
was pretty
don't do
dope too,
that.
though.
what?
I said Double Dash was pretty dope too, though.
hmm I'm trying to think of. Yeah, it's just like the dedication they put into so much many levels and so much that they do, and it's so, like, when people make a lot of companies, they just like, let me make a kart racer. They don't put that deep level of dedication into every little thing about it.
I don't know. Like I don't know. Maybe because I played like the Crash Racer thing, and that was very good. I still don't get like specifics on why. Detail, I don't know. And then also we have to look at frames as well. The Switch can only do like 30 frames. Is Mario Kart
People
The
60?
playing on
Switch
the
can only do
people
30
playing on
frames,
the people playing on the
What?
Switch don't care about that.
but not just that. Nintendo has, like, more stable 60 frame games than the others.
No. On the Switch?
Yes.
Switch does have 60 frame games, yeah.
You know why? Because they're not concerned with, like, a look how pretty this is arms race.
Okay.
They do.
All
It's
right.
just their AAA, or it's not AAA. It's just their third party games are so awful.
Yeah.
They're so awful. They do have 60 FPS first party games that run well, but then I think a lot of people mistake that by seeing something like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom,
Those were
which
outliers.
are not 60 FPS games because of how grand those games are.
All right,
which
all
isn't
right. So
it's not a bad thing, but at the same time, it definitely shows the limitation when you pop in a Breath of the Wild. Even though Breath of the Wild is technically a previous generation game from that,
Hmm.
it still shows the limitation of the power that they had.
Yeah.
And they really just tried to pack something into something that everybody could enjoy on the go. Which, if you remember the Wii U, that thing lasted all of like 30 minutes on charge. So that
Too
thing is
bad. It had some great features.
sure, but it was so feature rich that it couldn't handle it itself.
But like Splatoon, for example, that game is 60. I think so is
Oh
like the
yeah, it's a
Mario
multiplayer
Odyssey.
game, so they're definitely going to want to make it 60 for that.
Look at also
mm,
But
Metroid
they didn't even need
Prime
to. I
Remastered
mean,
60.
what?
No, I was saying also
Metroid
look at
Prime
Metroid Prime
Remastered.
Remastered 60 as well.
But it's like, can they capture that same level of dedication in the audience to their games? Because, like, they have a lot of games that sold ridiculous numbers.
well, I did learn something new today. I didn't know that the Switch could do 60. Just being honest.
I mean, it can do. I mean, given depending on the game, it can do 60. Like anything can do 60 depending on the game. And like, their Cozy's right. Their games aren't incredibly demanding for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Is it
really
can does
optimized
Zelda
for.
go 60?
No,
No.
I
No.
would imagine it would on the Switch too, and I would
Right.
imagine that's going to be like a big selling point for the Switch too. Is Tears
And
of the
with
Kingdom, Breath
backwards
of the Wild.
compatibility, can
Yeah.
you imagine? People that already own it will be like, all right, we're buying this day one.
That's
Let's
what
go.
I'm excited about, but I'm also a little I'm a little nervous that they're going to try to do what Sony did in $10 upgrade or something like that.
Or do what Nintendo did and just make you buy it again.
Well, if they said it's backwards compatible with digital and physical games, that's already better than the Wii U was to the Switch. It's
That's actually fair. True enough. True enough.
Yeah, yeah. I guess we'll see if they'll be like, all right, backwards compatibility is for a lot of these like mid games, and then like the top tier, they're like no backwards compatibility. You have to buy it again. That's a possibility for the ones that you absolutely like have to play on the upgraded system.
you ready for the topic now, or you still have another ancillary question for this topic?
God damn it!
Oh my goodness, yo Donnie with the big super chat.
I have to
Uh-oh.
check. I have to
Oh,
check if there's anything from that game. Okay, there's nothing from that game, so I'll say it. Thank you so much, yo, Danny. Appreciate you for that. $20 super chat says, "I need American Football Manager, Loke, to put on, Loke to put on his cowboy hat on, and Ruti for the True Texas team, the Houston Texas, to beat Kansas City, Mahomes, the Swifties, the refs, and LeBron fans tomorrow." Uh,
He said everything. Goodness gracious.
everything,
He needs a
everything.
yeehaw from you, Loke. That's what he's
Yeah,
asking.
yeah,
Yeehaw
yeah,
for us,
yeah.
Loke.
And also he mentioned the Texans, and I'm happy to support the Texans, especially with the Raiders just fucking all over the fucking place. All right, here goes, here
My
goes, here
goodness,
goes.
here we go.
Don't fucking clip this,
I
Ham.
love how Red
Do
Dead's on the
not
screen
clip.
as well. This is perfect. It's like you're at home.
yeah.
Just don't clip it. All right,
Let's clip
here
it.
goes, here goes, here goes. Yeah, there we
That was
go.
the
There we go.
best one yet.
Wow, we're gonna have to get him to do more
That
hee-haws. The
Yeah,
more
that
he
was
man,
very
practices, the better he
enthusiastic.
you could tell that he just got done moving a few bells of hay before the stream.
can.
Hey,
Yeah, that
bro,
was authentic.
I
All
could
right,
hear the mucus and everything. It was phenomenal.
all right. Thanks,
That was a slobber
Danny.
knocker right there. It was a good one.
Appreciate you. I don't even know what a slobber knocker is, but okay.
Oh, I've never heard
Uh,
of a. I've never heard of a slobber knocker. I'm not from Texas.
Sapo says, sounds like I've been practicing. I promise, Sapo. I promise. First time, first time this year. Promise. Okay, Ham. Let's get into the topic. Let's get into the topic.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's not go, but fuck it. Whatever.
I don't know about you guys. I'm
Cozy,
excited to talk about PlayStation because
Yeah.
I love PlayStation.
Cozy, do you want to talk about PlayStation? Are you interested?
Why wouldn't I be? I'm interested in talking about games.
God damn
Exactly.
it.
There you go. Loeb got wrecked right there. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Let me put this up on screen. You know what? I don't have to put it up on screen, do I?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you should. I mean, you put everything else up on screen.
That's a
So,
fact.
Your daddy says I can tell his cheeks were clenched so tight you couldn't stick a greased needle through them during that year. What? That was very specific. Sapo. A greased needle. Okay. All right. Let's put up this Shuhei Yoshida stuff. Listen, I don't have to comment on any of this. All right.
no, you probably should though, because you're the host of the show.
Oh, damn it. Ham? Am I doing something wrong here? Shit. Oh, okay, okay. Now I remember. Now I remember. Hold on. I forgot that I have to add a whole new freaking layer. Damn it, Ham. That was time. I was trying to buy some time. All right, fine. Shuhei Yoshida. This is from Gaming Bolt. All right. Shuhei Yoshida would have pushed back against live service focus at PlayStation. Having left PlayStation after 31 years, Shuhei Yoshida speaks about how he would have pushed back against the push for live service. In an interview with Kind of Funny Games, which you can check out below, Yoshida spoke about how he would have resisted the company's plans to focus on live service titles. The specific quote read, I was managing this annual budget and was responsible to allocate resources to what kind of games to make, said Yoshida. If the company was considering that way, it probably wouldn't have made sense to stop making another God of War or whatever, like a great single player game, and put all the money into these live service games. However, what they did after I moved on and Herman Hulst took over is that they added a lot more resources. I don't think they told them to stop making these single player games. They said, oh, yeah, these games are great. Continue doing that, and we give you additional resources to work on these service games and try it. Continuing his quotes, I'm sure they knew it was risky and that the chance of a successful game in this hugely competitive genre would be small, he said. However, the company, knowing that risk, gave Herman the resources and the chance to try it. I think that's the way they did it. So, in my mind, I was, oh wow, that's great. And hopefully, some games will become successfully. Luckily, Helldivers 2 did so well. No one would have expected it except for Cozy Beluga. You cannot plan a success in this industry. That's the most fun part. I thought if I was in the position of Herman, I would have tried to resist that direction, said Yoshida. Maybe that's one of the reasons they removed me. And he laughed. Um, I'm just open it up to the whole panel so I can
Mhm.
go and look for other stuff around Yoshida's interview.
He sounds like an old, out of date, like kind of like the way Square Enix people whine. Like the problem is, PlayStation does not control their own destiny because they don't control the live service games that are making them most of their money. So, like you can be like, "Oh, but the single player, they're not doing the money. They're not. That's not where the money
Don't
is."
say that, Cozy. Come on now.
It's the reality. They want to be like
You're gonna make
Nintendo,
Luke put
who's
his
selling.
mask back on.
They want to be like Nintendo, who's selling like ridiculous numbers of games that they can make for cheaper, and they aren't. They're making expensive games.
Yeah.
And then they're not doing Nintendo numbers, so they're not making the big bucks off those games that they need to. It's making those skins, those Fortnite, Call of Duty skins, those booster packs or whatever.
That's true.
That's where their money is coming, but they don't control any of that. So he says, "Oh, we'll push back against." And also, does he even understand what live service means? Like, this idea that live service looks like a specific thing is like so stupid and limited.
You say Shuhei Yoshida is limited.
Yes, he's old
Yeah.
and out of touch. He's old and out of touch. That's the reality.
Well, to be honest, I mean, I like Shu, obviously, and I took a picture with him at the Game Awards, right? Like I think the dude's pretty cool, but to kind of back up what Cozy's saying, because she is, she on my panel, she ain't here. No, I'm just kidding. It ain't like that. But to be honest, but to be honest, like, there is a reason that Yoshida got, put in a different spot at Sony. They themselves don't exactly buy everything that he was trying to sell, right? So they put somebody else in the position that could turn a dollar, right? But that person that turned a dollar made a lot of choices that didn't make a lot of sense for the possible future, like God of War being a live service and other games being live service. Like, I don't know, like I said this earlier on Boom Show, like, I don't know how you make it to like something like a season 6 or something like that on a God of War. Like, how do you do that live service wise? You know what I'm saying? Like,
How'd you do season 1, bro?
What's that?
How do you even do season 1?
Well, like, I mean, I could see you doing a season 1, maybe, but yeah, like, really, you're right. Look, like, I don't even understand how you'd even format that. And then if it's multiplayer, like, who's the third and fourth character after Kratos and his son? And and how are they sticking together like that the whole time? Let's say that it's a live service game similar to something like a Helldivers, right? So it's you four against the environment, right?
Yeah.
How does that even make sense or work? I mean, I understood that, like, even in the games of God of War, there's only ever like one companion ever with you, right? There wasn't 4 people running around fucking shit up. Even though that would have been amazing, right? I think that would have been cool, but it just never really happened. So I'm wondering, how would you even do that? Like, bro doesn't even jump in his game. How are you going to implement that, like any of his stuff in the game and have it make sense of being a Freya or being anybody else? Like, what the hell are you going to be? One of the dwarfs? Like, I don't know.
Make him jump. That's how you solve the issue.
But, like, so I see why they then kind of push Jim Ryan out of the building. Like, either they say that he left on his own accord or not. Like, it just kind of feels like he kind of got pushed out because all the decisions that he made are flopped. They're gone. They're ruined. They didn't work out. Right? So although they say that, he sailed away on his own accord, it really seems like they made him the ship and gave him an itinerary. Right? So now Herman's in the building, but he's picking up, pieces of Jim Ryan, but he also created his own mess being Concord personally, because he's the one that came out and said, I got this amazing looking game over here that I'm looking out from Firewalk or whatnot. And it ended up being one of the worst games of all time. So it's just like, a lot of people see what Shu said about, man, if I was them, I wouldn't have went the live service route. But how can you really say that, especially seeing that the most money being made in this industry is off of live service. So it kind of doesn't add up. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's where I'm like, I feel you, Cozy. I feel what you're saying. Because it doesn't add up, right? You can't say, hey, we're just going to only do this. You're still then dependent on other people. You're still then dependent on Microsoft. You're still dependent on third party and whatever else could possibly come to that. But only being single player games, that sounds expensive and that sounds very
But you know what the issue
hard to
is
stay
there?
consistent with.
I think the issue, first off, I don't think it's hard to stay consistent with, because they showed that you can, that they specifically can do it. They did it with the
But
PS4.
When?
yeah,
The
yeah.
PS4.
When? Timeout. When?
PS4.
They
It's a
did it for
bunch of,
one generation, yes. But
well,
But
but
still,
now
the PS4, most of the
but
money
now
was
these
being
generations
generated.
are getting gray, dude. These generations are getting completely gray where it almost doesn't like generations almost are seeming to matter less and less as time goes on, right? And people sticking to the PS4 and being really uncertain about moving on to the next thing. Well, we just got done talking about that with the Switch and whatnot, right? So it's just like, if you think about all the games that came out for the PS5 this generation, they've been sequels, Dead on Arrival live service outside of Helldivers, or not even arriving, and then also remakes. And the reason, and Shuhei said the reason that they're making remakes is because the initial copies weren't selling good enough.
yeah, they didn't make the money back. Yeah.
So when you say that they've shown that they can be consistent, they haven't shown that it's profitable.
Yep.
Yes.
PS4 was still sponsored by Call of Duty and sports games and Fortnite.
That's thank you, because that's what changed after the PS4 generation. The easy answer is Microsoft bought ABK. ABK happens to own Call of Duty. Now, there's other ways they make money third party wise. Obviously, Fortnite. You got things like Apex Legends to a much lesser extent, but you got other things, obviously. But you took away the literal biggest thing. They can still make money off of that, but the money they make off of that, another portion of money goes directly to their competitor. And this happened as soon as Microsoft said, "Yo, we're gonna be trying to buy ABK." As soon as Microsoft said that, it wasn't. I think it was within the year. You heard this like shift in Sony of like, we need like 15 live service games, and like they were just praying, hoping and praying one of those stuck. And you got Helldivers, which isn't like it's a great game, but that's not a game that's gonna like generate tons of money off of microtransactions for Sony. So now they're stuck coming up with like, how are we gonna turn God of War into, which, by the way, dude, I don't know how someone heard the pitch for a
Yeah.
God of War live service game and said yes.
Let's do
That
this.
sounds that sounds like one of the most horrible fucking ideas I've ever heard in my
Still
life.
sounds better to me than no. I'm not gonna do that.
Dude, there's really not much that I can think of that would be worse, that I would least want to play or less want to play than a God of War live service game. I'd rather boot up Horizon Forbidden West again and give another go on that.
See,
To be
I
real with
honestly
you,
think
Wow, that's
a live
mad
service game
disrespectful.
is the only way to fix Horizon.
yeah. Well, yeah. If they made like a
And you know
good game
why?
and everything,
You know why?
sure.
Because Horizon, this might sound offensive to the very few fans, because clearly Yoshida says it didn't sell well. Horizon doesn't have a protagonist as noticeable as Kratos. You can literally get Aloy off the screen and you won't miss a beat. You can't have a God of War without Kratos. It's just weird.
We're gonna
I
find
agree
out.
with that. Look, I
We're gonna
I
find out.
wholeheartedly agree with that. How would you turn on a Horizon game and not see the face of the game, or not Horizon, but a God of War game, and
God
not
of
see the
War.
face of the game? Horizon, it's like I kind of don't care if I even see Aloy, and to be honest, it's really due to the feeling that they gave me throughout the games of it. Like, she doesn't have much personality, so when I don't play as her, I don't feel like I'm missing that
No,
Yeah.
Aloy feels like an AI character, like a poor. She feels like what's that thing on Twitter? That Gronk. She feels
much.
Grok?
Grok.
like a character. Yeah, she feels like a character made by Gronk or
Oh,
Grok or whatever the fuck it's called.
it's a personal attack on Aloy. It's messed
She
up.
did,
I think that's a
and
personal attack on Twitter.
yeah, you can take it however you. Dude, it's just her
That's
character.
messed up.
Her
That's
character
messed up.
stinks.
I am is out here defending AI over Aloy. That's
I
messed up.
will defend AI
Damn.
personally, honestly, like not even joking. Like, I'm in the I'm in the bubble of AI needs to improve and more people need to use it and stop trying to make all these companies that just end up failing and firing people all over the place. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Really?
It definitely
Uh,
needs to improve.
I just
wait.
think that it needs to work better for the average, not, no, I shouldn't say the average, but for like developers and stuff like that, so they don't have to have this ridiculous or unsustainable amount of people in the building that are kind of half-assed doing the job, or maybe they're doing the job the best that they can, but it's very inefficient or inefficient. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
that's all I'm looking for. We all repeatedly say we're tired of waiting for 6 years for games, and then when we hear, oh, they're putting AI to make things go faster, we're like, no, dude, don't do that, and it's just like it doesn't make any sense. Like, the only way it's gonna get better is if we use it, and we got to
Ham.
use it for it to get better.
Ham.
So that's
You
kind of
know.
where I am at it. It's just it's probably good to know the fundamentals as well, and I think a lot of people aren't saying the fundamentals are worthless to know. They're just saying, hey, I don't want to have 300 people on staff.
Wait. Aloy kissed the girl.
Yeah. In Burning Shores, yeah. I guess she did.
I
May God bless.
I might need to play that DLC. Do you have to beat the game to play Burning Shores?
You might have
What?
to.
I mean, you could literally just look up Aloy kisses girl scene and save yourself.
I'm
I
a
mean, if that's
gamer,
what you're playing
dude.
it for.
This is not about movies. I'm a gamer.
But
I want that little.
it's
I want that sprinkling. I
it's
want
not
that
about being a
sprinkling.
gamer. Look, I
I don't,
promise you, it's not.
being
I
a
promise
gooner.
you,
Sorry, I
it's
Oh
missaid the word.
God,
He
Sensei,
just
welcome
wants to
in.
that
recline
too.
with his controller in a tissue.
So is
He
Kratos
saves
the
that for his
character?
solid snake.
What? Damn, that was a good one, Cozy. So is Kratos the character for PlayStation, like Sonic for Sega or Mario for Nintendo? I don't know.
No,
Who's the character
for
for
me, it's
PlayStation?
Nathan Drake.
I think neither. I mean, kind of, but not
I think it's
really.
Astrobot right now. I think it's Astro.
I think they want that,
Yeah,
but the
but
reality
Astrobot's new. No
is
one cares about it.
they'd have to get more people to actually play it. Your average PlayStation gamer is not actually playing God of War.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're
The
playing
lawsuits
Fortnite, 2K, and stuff like that. But I mean, you could say that across the board.
for all the consoles.
Not
Well, not all
Switch.
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah, you could say that for
Just
Switch too, just less third party support. But they are still third party banging. Like Fortnite is massive on the Switch, so they are definitely third party in and up. I mean, but I will agree with Cozy on the sense of they need it less than everything else. 100%. They could not have Fortnite and be fine, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
all right. So are we done? Are we
No, we're
done with this?
not. Look,
uh,
because you still didn't touch upon the main reason that we're even talking about PlayStation here today.
We're going to get there. That's why I have Hazardor Gaming's tweet up, which has like the whole breakdown of most of what he said. Y'all make sure to follow at Hazardor Gaming on Twitter. He has
Oh yeah.
great news and always on point. So after the whole point about he would have pushed back, right? He also said Bloodborne 2 is coming when or if Miyazaki's schedule is free. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, listen. I don't want to add wood to this fire, but I have to say something as a Souls player. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuckity fuck? How is no one at PlayStation prioritizing porting Bloodborne to the PS5 and to PC? What are we
Because
doing?
they probably just looked at I mean,
You want sales,
To
right,
be
Cozy? You want sales, and
to
you
be
don't want to
real,
invest a lot of money
look at
into
this.
it.
Yes, but
to be
they have to
real,
also.
but
Sorry,
no, I'm sorry. Continue.
I was just gonna say, look at the sales of the first Bloodborne and why it wouldn't be a
Yeah,
priority.
exactly. Like that would be a that porting Bloodborne to PC would be a hit like a huge hit for a in the grand scheme of things a pretty small community. A community that's probably not worth that effort.
What?
Because if it was, Loke, this would have been done. This would have been like a launch title with the PS5.
Matt,
This would have been done,
Matt,
dude. Tell me,
this
okay. Tell me I'm wrong.
this
Let me know I'm
feeds
wrong.
this feeds into his initial argument, or no,
Yeah.
not the initial argument, but one of the arguments
Mhm.
that he makes later on, that
Okay.
PlayStation literally needs PC sales.
Okay.
So we can't look
What does
at the
that
amount
have
of
to do
people
with
that bought
anything?
games. We can't look at the amount of people that bought games on PlayStation because they don't buy
Well,
games, or they don't buy
well,
enough games on PlayStation. On
well.
PC, you'd have more Souls players buying the game.
Oh, okay, Loke. Yeah, you get more people buying
Ask
the game,
Elden
Loke.
Ring, Dark
Again,
Souls.
Bloodborne is an Elden Ring, Loke.
It's a
It's
Souls
not.
like. It's a
It's a
Souls like.
so
They do
or
that
other
on PC.
Souls-like
Logan,
games that aren't doing those numbers.
you
No,
cannot seriously you
The
can't
Miyazaki
seriously
ones,
look at
they
me.
all do great numbers on PC.
You can't look at me. Not a single Souls game has sold as much as Elden Ring on PC. I guarantee that. Not a single one. I guarantee that.
True, true, true.
So that's my point. Like it has to be worth it. And if they haven't done it to this point, it is obviously not worth it. Otherwise, it would have been done. That's all I'm saying. Because we're looking at what Sony's doing, trying to make money. They're like, he mentioned the whole remake thing, and we're getting sequels and stuff. They're doing things to make money. They're putting in the effort to try to make some money. If they saw Bloodborne on PC as a viable way to make money, they would have done it. They obviously do not see it that way.
Oh, listen, I don't trust PlayStation's judgment. These are the people that
I
said
don't
that
either.
Well,
I
I
Concord
feel
was
don't
like
going
a
to be
either.
little
the
bit
next
of it
Star
though is
Wars.
also I feel like a little bit of it though because I don't completely disagree with Loke on here
Yeah,
on this one
Moses.
right here. I don't completely disagree with Loke on here because it's just like there is definitely an issue, in my opinion, at Sony when it comes to looking and taking your clientele or customers seriously. I don't think they do that very well. So when your customers literally like motion to you, hey, this is what we want, this is what we want, this is what we want, they don't really do that until they get put into a shitty situation, which is pretty much what you've seen on the PS3 generation, right? They were not listening to nothing, nobody. They thought they had everything sewed up, good to go, right? I feel like this generation with PlayStation is the exact same generation as the PS3. They just had a extreme good setup. They had a good setup, but it was so one dimensional that Xbox took advantage of it and said, "Oh, well, you're good at that, huh? Well, now let's open up this box and see what happens." And Xbox opened up the PC box. And they started making hand over fist with money, and then added Game Pass and all this other stuff. And PlayStation they're not losing by any means, but just trying to make sure that they stay ahead of their competitor. They realize that this race is extremely expensive. And that and Microsoft is they're in a car that has unlimited gas right now, and they're trying to race against and Sony's got a fast car that can dart past them no problem, but when they run out of gas 2,000 miles ahead of them, they panic. And that's what you just seen is they ran ahead of them by fucking states. They're states away from Xbox ahead of them. But the problem is they don't got no gas and they're in the middle of the fucking highway in the desert. And they're like, shit, I got a lot of time, sure, but I don't know who to even call. My phone's dead. I'm out here in the middle of fucking nowhere with a gas pail, a car that ain't got no gas in it. I don't even know which way to turn to start walking. Like, that's what they kind of look like right now, unfortunately. Sure, are they ahead of Xbox? Absolutely. Are they struggling? Probably more than any other platform right now, to be real. It looks like they're struggling more than Xbox is currently. Although Xbox is like seemingly more third party, right? But they're third party while throwing money at the fucking strip club. Right? You know what I'm saying? They're like third place.
Because daddy's
Sure.
a billionaire.
Sure. Why not? They are living Jerry Jones's life right now.
God damn. Jerry Jones' son's life.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, PlayStation, they're leaning hard on third party, not because they want to, and not because that's how they were built. They're leaning on it because they have to. They have no choice.
Yep. And that's
they wouldn't have took that. They wouldn't have took that 10-year deal from Microsoft if they didn't have to. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
No, dude, because
they didn't want
Ryan? Was it Jim Ryan that said that that they had to block the deal because they don't have the capacity? That if this deal went through, they'd be dead. He said that, bro.
Yeah, that was like a direct quote from him.
Like, what are we? He was like, we don't have the capacity.
The capacity.
And then it happened. So no one should be surprised right now. Come on.
Yeah.
Activision is all live service. You know what? Now we understand like why they went so deep into the live service thing. Because Activision is essentially live service. Like most of their games is just live service. Xbox just became the dawn of live service. So they need to do something.
I think that's the big problem is like you have people looking at live service the wrong way. Live service can look like Sea of Thieves and Call of Duty are nothing alike.
Yep. There's tons of different kinds of games you can make.
Someone mentioned earlier, Cozy. Speaking of Sea of Thieves, someone mentioned earlier that Sony doesn't have, I don't know if it's the discipline or the patience with sticking to something. Because Sea of Thieves did not go out the gate with a high player number.
No.
It did. It was kind of shit.
It got banned when it came out. Like
it had exactly. It had a very small community, etc. But they kept going. They kept at it. And Ham, go ahead, read that super chat. Read it.
Yeah. AEC founder Mr. Click. Victor Click came out here and said, "Okay, I lied. This will be my last one. Loke's head was the inspiration for panoramic roof, and MGS still sucks." Oh goodness gracious, he's on a tear.
Oh God!
Did you see the one?
Quezada as well saying, "Living Jerry's slide. They meet They meet measuring now. What? Yo,
Did you
jeez.
Best chat ever.
did you see the
This chat is
one?
outrageous. I love it.
Did you see the one from Vic? Right above Yodani Kazada's super chat.
I'm assuming you're talking about this one, Loke.
Yeah.
I know when you flip a coin, you pick heads first.
Oh, fuck this. Fuck this. I'm out. I'm going home. Fuck this. I'm going to bed. You guys have a good one. See you guys next week. Fuck this.
Oh,
I'm out.
no.
I'm out. Bye.
Oh my god.
Goodbye.
No,
Yeah,
It's
top
the
can't
notch.
leave, but
Man, Loke
we
forehead
need
got
the-
that
you.
Earl shine on
We
it.
need you.
You got that Earl shine.
Guys, if I didn't need money, right? If I didn't need money to pay for my green card, I'd have left this podcast a long time ago.
He's trying to go back to
I'd have taken.
Africa.
Yeah,
The
trying to
fuck out of
get,
here.
trying to find his way back.
Yo, that silhouette of Loke. What's wrong with my silhouette? What's wrong with it?
Oh man, yo, Donnie.
What do you say? Look,
Loke.
look, I'm all right. I'm ahead of. God damn it!
Damn, Stanley Francois joined the conversation. He said Loke does have a head like Megamind.
I'm
Oh
here
my
for the disrespect.
God
Oh
damn.
my
Okay, you know
god.
what? You know what?
Yodani said, Loke, I'm a head out.
Alright.
Oh
That's the last
man.
one. That's the last one. Listen, any more jokes about my head better be attached to a super chat. Otherwise, we ain't reading them out. Fuck y'all. All right. Fuck every single one of y'all.
Quit flipping off our chat.
The fuck.
Oh
It was just
man.
step back to the firing line. Oh my good. All right.
Man,
Listen,
sure your
I need
cheeks hurt,
to.
huh, Loke?
My cheeks. What?
I said, I bet your cheeks hurt, huh?
No. Kojima hasn't passed by this week. But anyway,
Oh my
I
Oh
need,
my
goodness!
god.
Wow, that's not what I was talking
Jesus.
I need to
That's
use
not.
the toilet. I need to
about. I
use
meant
the
from
toilet.
laughing, but okay.
Yeah, not getting. Oh god.
He's
I'm
a
gonna get
Wow.
sued on
comedian.
the channel.
Wow.
Kojima is a comedian. You guys just didn't know this.
It was
Anyway,
all
I need to
funny
use the.
until you said that, Loke.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
until you
couple.
interjected this potty humor.
Oh damn.
You said you need 2 green cards.
Oh my
You
god.
and your head. He is killing you right now.
What are we doing?
I told you, look, you might need to put that mask back on, bro.
Guys, this is the roast PlayStation podcast. This is not the roast Loke podcast. For the love of Kojima. All right,
I
get back
don't
on topic,
understand why
motherfuckers.
your head looks bigger with your hair not cut.
Listen. Just can we get back on topic? For the love of Kojima, can we get back on topic before someone sends another super chat about my head, please? Seriously, Vic, that was vicious. 2 green cards. That was, you know what? That was pretty fucking good. I'm just listen. A good joke is a good joke. All right, that was fucking good. Anyways, let's get back on topic. God
Oh
damn.
my goodness.
I that was funny. Anyway. Oh yeah, so I'd introduced the whole Bloodborne 2 thing, and then you guys, Matt was having a go
It's
about
not over, Loke. It is not
Oh no.
over. It says AEC Vic. It says you can never be misunderstood. We can see what you think. During the pandemic, use 2 masks for 1 mouth. And 1 for your thoughts.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Oh shit. Ray Chi with the $2 Canadian says finally a head where Kojima's ego can fit in.
Oh my god.
Oh
Look,
man,
where is he? Oh, he's just disappeared. He's so dead.
he's
so dark,
he's
bro.
way in the back.
I said,
Yeah, he just blending in back there. Yeah, he turned on his active camouflage.
man, get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out. The fuck out.
Oh god.
Oh shit! Oh my! He's active
That's messed up.
camouflage.
Y'all are messed up.
Oh man.
Active camo. Seriously, man.
Oh,
Active
I love
camo.
you, buddy. I love you, buddy. Oh man,
Jeez.
Oh shit!
that's just crazy.
Oh,
This
That's
is
just
too much.
wild.
Terrible.
That is
Guys, we're
wild.
supposed to
Did
be
a
talking
good
about
job.
PlayStation. We're supposed to be talking about PlayStation right
Okay,
now.
let's talk about PlayStation.
God damn it. Listen. I'm going to use the toilet. When I come back, you guys better be talking about Bloodborne.
Okay,
Alright?
so wait, we're talking about
Yeah, let's
Bloodborne
talk.
or
Let's talk
PlayStation?
about Bloodborne.
Oh man, that was amazing.
Bloodborne would be definitely getting a remaster and a sequel ASAP if they could guarantee it would do good numbers.
100% agree. I don't like. I
I wonder if
just
they're also
think,
in fear at all of any backlash from reselling somebody a whole title for $70 because I bet that's what they'd want to do with it.
I mean, if you don't, you could always just go play the old one. Stop whining. It's like these people. That's why
Yeah.
I think it's stupid. Like, why are you whining? Like, if people are gonna buy it, sell it. I'm always about milking people and getting however much you can out of them. If they're gonna be stupid with their money, or are they stupid with their money? Yeah.
Sappho said he better come back with a hat or they're just gonna keep roasting.
But yeah,
oh my god.
I think I do think that there's some ideas that they haven't examined. We already know, like with especially even though Helldivers is more like second party, we already know with that Helldivers team did not expect the game to do nearly the numbers that it does.
Mhm.
And while you can spend money on it and it's live service, you absolutely can get everything out of the game without paying a penny.
Yeah.
Like I farm for super credits, and I haven't had to pay anything.
Yeah.
Sapo? Go ahead. Sorry.
But I mean, and even if they examine their back catalog, like like a Twisted Metal game, that would be something. You know how many skins you could sell for a game like Twisted Metal?
Hmm.
You get, like, because it's like a character car combat game. Which, how many games in that genre are there? Especially if they took it more back to like traditional Twisted Metal. Like, just make it like the competition, like the what you call it. It could have seasons and stuff. It could have themes, maps. I think that would have translated better for what they were trying to do with Concord than Concord.
Yeah, I think a lot of things would have probably outdone Concord.
I think it's like wild that they didn't try for having like I will always say it, PlayStation Home be their flagship VR experience. Something that you could just literally sell microtransactions. And put on PC and sell microtransactions there. Like, angling for not, instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, trying to do an experience that most people aren't already getting that they might try. And there's but so much time people have. So, like, making a game that you might not be able to completely pull them away from their game of choice. But you might get them
Exactly.
to, like, offload a few hours. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna murder you! you might
You're
be able
not.
to get them to offload a few of their hours that they would normally put into um like their Fortnite or Call of Duty and say like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna boot up this instead." Because most people aren't just like playing. Oh, this is the only game I play.
All right. Are we still talking about Bloodborne 2? Or did you guys pivot to something else?
Oh, we're talking about PlayStation's live service
Live,
game efforts
live
in general.
service. All right.
Yeah.
There are just so many
People-
options, and they didn't seem to take advantage of any of them. Like even when you think of stuff like Dreams, the fact that Dreams was never be like, let's put this on PC.
Yeah, that's one of the dumbest things probably they've done is not put Dreams on PC.
I honestly think another thing that would have done well is if they remastered Little Big Planet 2, put it on PC,
They
and then
are done
sold.
already.
Huh?
That studio's gone.
I know. That's something that they should have done. It was like, no, Little Big Planet 2, right? Because it's a game with like, it wasn't just a platformer. It was like a game where you could create crazy things. In fact,
Just
I
stop,
spent,
Vic.
I
Stop.
used to play a lot of like their only thing they did with Little Big Planet was make pinball games.
Didn't they cut the servers to that though?
Yes.
Yeah,
Tragic.
sadly.
Yeah, like someone and all he did was make pinball games. He made various pinball games in Little Big Planet. And it was just like fun, like themed, cool pinball games, and I loved them. And I would just be like, "Oh yeah, right." What is Raichi? My goodness.
Honestly, Raichi, I wouldn't be surprised if Square Enix did drop Foam Stars over here somehow, some way.
I mean,
That would
Just give it
almost
to
feel
Xbox for Game Pass, and they're just like, here, just take it.
that
Foam
would
Stars.
almost feel disrespectful towards
Honestly,
Xbox.
so it's like wild because like Square Foam Stars, we know it didn't set the world. It didn't warm up the world even, much less set it on fire.
Yeah, yeah.
But they gave it more of a college try than
Came through like a
Con-
polar vortex.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
That's
can't think
weird
like
to say that. Damn, that's weird.
it's like wild. And I get why Concord, I don't think that would have helped it, but it's
I'd rather play Concord than Foam
Damn, Vic.
Stars. I tell you that much.
and
yeah.
it didn't help, but it's just like they had options, and it's like to see them like not angle things that could work favorably for them. Something that they already have that they wouldn't have to accept. Like Little Big Planet. It's a great game. You know, that game could sell cosmetics very easily. And you could sell like, "Oh, look at this cute little pack of content."
It
But
would
they
have.
didn't.
I don't think
What?
it would have moved the needle though. Little Big Planet. You think it would have
Here's the
moved the
thing.
needle?
Would it
Like,
move the
it's
needle
not
more
about
than a
moving
God
the
of War
needle.
live service game?
It's not
Yes.
about moving the needle.
Yes.
It's
Would have
about
been better than God
Yeah.
of War.
Yeah.
it's not about moving the needle. It's about creating a sustainable way to make money. Like
Nah.
so like any game where you could basically sell skins. Little Big Planet would have been perfect for that because guess what? Little Sack Boy with the little cool little outfits. It was already part of the game. They could have just made more of it. Any game where you could just be like, "Oh, we can make skins for that." Any game,
Yeah.
and they had a lot of these in their catalog of games to pick from. Like another game that and it's like weird that I'm like, why don't they try some of these stuff that they already have instead of coming up? If you have something completely new, you have to hope you can get an audience on board with it. If you have something you've already done, then you have a little bit of the work done for you. Like, and they have a lot of games where they could just any game, which is why I was surprised about like the Twisted Metal thing. I'm like, Twisted Metal, it's its own thing. There aren't how many combat car games are there?
$15. Sorry.
I'm just saying, how many combat car games are there?
Combat car games? There's Destruction All
Well,
Stars.
I was about to say there's the big huge hit, Destruction All Stars.
Okay,
Which
not
was
that was not a hit though.
so. Here's the
Mega
thing about
hit.
Twisted Metal. I don't know how many of you guys play a lot of it. Twisted Metal had amazing like lore, even.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
it
played a
is
lot
good
of
for
it, but I
now.
didn't know the
Huh?
lore.
It
Is it
was a
what?
banger back in the day. Is it good for now? Do you think it would
I
still
think it
be
would
a
be
banger
with
now?
updated what you call it because Hamothy, we can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say they had almost like a Mortal Kombat kind of style, like ending to every character,
Yeah,
or Tekken kind of thing, where
yeah,
it's just like you end the game and it gives you another story piece, possibly either from the previous game or ongoing from the current game that you're playing right now. So
yeah.
like whatchamacallit had a huge story in it.
Out.
The character, goddamn, who am I thinking of that
My
had
favorite
like
was
a
Outlaw and Thumper.
Outlaw was pretty cool.
Who drove Thumper? Because I just
Roadkill
called it
was pretty
Thumper.
cool. Thumper. But the person I'm thinking of is Mr. Grimm. Mr. Grimm.
Yes.
Mm. He had a
It's a
dope
lot of
story.
Twisted Metal
The,
fans, yeah.
the other thing about Twisted Metal is it lends itself
Oh,
lore
Calypso
wise
is the one I'm thinking of,
perfectly.
though. Calypso is. That's the
It
one I'm thinking of.
Twisted Metal lends itself perfectly for a modern day being a modern day battle royale. It absolutely does because that was the lore of the game. It's a battle royale.
Ah, okay. I was thinking
It,
Yeah,
about
it
that
Rocket
game
League.
had that identity since it literally released its first game. So to see it not being utilized whatsoever at all is kind of offensive.
and you could have seasons with skins and stuff. Like, could
That's
you
fair.
imagine like crazy skins you could come up with for each kind of like season? Like that would be a game, and it's like, but why aren't you trying these sort of things?
Yeah. Sweet Tooth is my guy, and I didn't even play the game. I just watched the TV show, and I like Sweet Tooth.
You didn't
I
play
don't
the
know
game.
if,
You don't understand since you didn't play the game.
well, I watched the TV
The
show.
adults are
Sweet Tooth is
talking.
awesome.
The adults are talking.
God damn it, Cozy.
Actually, one of my favorite parts about playing the games was not actually playing the games. Was that
What?
if you listen to the games also had CDs on them, so you could listen to the audio tracks. They
Of
had like
what?
for
The
the
OST?
characters. They had audio tracks for the characters.
As in music or voiceovers?
No, just like they would talk how they tell these stories, like these like mini
Oh,
stories about like who they were.
wow. Okay. That's actually a visionary look for an old game. That was it's PS2,
PS1.
Yeah.
PS1.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I
The
honestly
game-
think it's like they're chasing this idea of what a live service game should look like instead
Yeah.
of actual, like, for example, something that most people don't even think about is Animal Crossing. That's a live service game.
How is
Yeah.
that? Do you buy
I mean,
like
really,
in
you don't
game
buy anything.
cosmetics or whatever?
You
So
don't
so how
buy
is it?
it has a DLC you can buy, and you don't have to buy anything other than initial. But that style of game, you could literally they could sell you extra stuff, and yeah, people would buy it. But it is a live service game. You literally have um, game updates and stuff like that that continues the world.
My mod
I've
is
always
here.
wondered about that. I've always wondered about that. How come no one has made an an animal what's it called, Animal Crossing, like aped it or made like a copy of it,
I
whether
honestly
it's
think
PlayStation or Xbox? I
so.
don't
Here's
understand.
when I talk about Viva Pinata, that's what I envision it
You envision Viva Pinata as what?
as like
Animal
an Animal
Crossing?
Crossing like game.
Huh. And that's why you're always wishing for the second one.
Yes, not the second one, third one, another one, a new one.
Yeah, yeah, sure, Cozy. Oh, Samoa Joe plays Sweet Tooth. I didn't know that. That's awesome. That's
Where?
awesome. I actually didn't finish that show. I should
Hey,
definitely go
hey,
back.
That show is pretty dope. Like it got a lot of crap at first from people.
Yeah, I
Like
enjoyed the
nobody
first
wanted
two
to watch
episodes.
it. They like people were dogging on that show when
I,
they
I
showed
think
it.
it was a good show.
And I liked it from the get, but I wasn't like sure how like if they'd use Sweet Tooth really properly. I was a little nervous. I didn't I wasn't really a huge fan of all the joking until I watched the show, and then once I watched the show, everybody was still complaining. I was like, dude, I binged that shit. Like that shit was good to me.
Yeah, yeah, it's
I,
pretty
I,
good.
yeah, it's like they just. I think that's why Microsoft has been really good with the live service games because they have studios that understand live service and what live service looks like might not be the same thing for every game. Every live service game doesn't have to be a live service game where you're like where it costs constant money for players. Some live service games might not have that, but you want that continual engagement and that continual engagement can lead to like working with creating games that generate money with things like such like that. Like I think most of Microsoft's games in some form or fashion are live service.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
Like even when
Appreciate
no,
you, Yobi.
I'm trying to
Go
think
ahead.
of yeah, most of their games. It's just that people think live service and they think microtransactions. That's not what
Yeah,
that means. That's
straight
not
up.
what that looks
Yeah.
like.
That's what I think.
No, like
I mean,
a
I'm
live service game is a
playing.
game that has a kind of continual
Support
support and
and
upgraded
updates.
experience or
Okay.
evolving
Yeah.
experience. Like
So
even
technically,
grounded.
so what? Tekken is a live service game.
All modern fighting games are live service games.
Elden Ring is a live service game.
I would not say Elden Ring is a live service game. It
I
just
mean,
has
it did
DLC.
support. No, there's lots of updates though.
No, every like most games have updates.
Well,
Updates
every
that
game gets updates.
update. So like when I
That's
say
why I'm saying
updates, I
every
mean
game. Yeah,
changes.
correct.
Like for example, State of Decay. That'd be a great example. Live
Okay.
service. Every update that they added to the game because they're no longer updating it. Um, other than fixes. Every update that they had in the game changed the way you experience the game. Not just like, oh, we're fixing this issue. They're gonna update to fix the issue to like do whatever, but actual like, hey, let's make this change so that the game is fun in this way or that way.
Yeah.
All right,
Forza
gotcha.
Horizon also a live service
hmm
because there's constant seasonal challenges and updates and stuff.
And yeah, and like I like Forza Horizon because it kind of respects your time. It doesn't expect you to just play it and only it
Yes,
all the time.
yes, yes. You can put in literally 20 minutes into Forza, and it's rewarding.
Oh, when I
That's,
made my clown car, people with like these really nice fancy cars kept inviting me to their like car things.
oh, that's nice.
I made it was like I took the tiny little three-wheel car and I made it into like a little clown car that was like colorfully painted and I picked the most ridiculous horn and people kept inviting me to the thing and I was like, "Oh, they like my clown car."
All the time. People have a good sense of humor. That's nice.
Um
Dorian Gray, don't be like that. Don't be like that, Dorian.
but
Sorry,
it's
Cody. You
like
wanna say something?
there needs to be a good like understanding of like what a live service game looks like and it can look like anything as long as you get continual support. And I think Sony's problem is they have the blueprints for live service games. They have some blueprints for some crazy good ideas for live service games that just aren't a thing, but they don't take advantage of that. They see that blueprint that's making way more money and they chase it. And that's not what you do. You chase the money you can make from people, not the money
Yes.
you hope to make from people.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like Starhawk. Has anyone ever played that? It was like a PS3 game. It was really fun. It was a tower defense third person shooter.
No.
I'm
That's the
not.
type of game. Yeah, and so like those kind of ideas are types of things you should look for when you're trying to make a live service game. It's like your live service game
Lean
needs to
into
how
what you're
can
good
be,
at.
huh?
Essentially, just lean into what you're good at.
Yes, and but the problem also PlayStation has is they kind of canned all their studios that could create truly unique live service experiences.
Speaking of which, the list is here actually. Here we go. The list of canceled PlayStation Live service games from roughly the
Where are
past
you? Sorry.
year. From
Hey.
roughly the last
Okay.
year. All
Okay.
right. So there's Concord, obviously, right? World famous. if there's Martians are aware
They
of
know
Concord.
Concord.
Uh, the
Playing it right
unannounced
now.
God of the unannounced God of War game, The Last of
God, that
Us.
just sounds stupid as shit.
The Last
Tell us how you really feel. Okay.
The Last of Us multiplayer. So the factions. Spider-Man 2 multiplayer, which looked kind of nice from the little that we saw. Bend Studio multiplayer was also cancelled. What's it? Twisted Metal from Fire Sprite. London Studios co-op game. The
We got some
studios
love
also
in the
closed.
chat, Loke. We got some love in the chat.
The love in the chat. What's happening? Hey, what's happening? What you think? What you think, babe? What do you think? Huh? You like? You like it? You like it? I think it looks nice.
He's
I think it
showing
looks
his
nice.
woman back in Texas his build.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever, dog.
That sounds like a Texas last name.
Uh,
his old lady.
cozy, cozy. All right. London Studios co-op
Rodeo
game.
Diarizio.
Yeah, yeah. Very Texan. Very Texan. I'm glad you like it, babe. I'm glad you like it. All right. Where were we? Okay, London Studios co-op game. Not only did they cancel the game, but the studio also closed down.
Rest in
Uh,
peace.
Deviation Games multiplayer game was also cancelled. And lastly, Payback, a third-person Destiny spin-off from Bungie, was
Tragic.
cancelled.
Tragic. That one's
Uh,
the that one might be that and the Spider-Man game are the two that I'm like most disappointed about.
yeah,
I'm
Spider-Man 2
partially
is
disappointed about the God of War one just because like just for fun, I
Oh!
want to
Oh
see
my
what that
god.
would look like.
Don't lean into it. Don't
Nick!
lean into God damn
Nick!
it.
Oh! God.
Yeah.
Don't say
Oh
howdy.
goodness.
God damn it.
Oh
Oh
man.
man.
All right.
I like the one he said earlier. He said, "Loke, Al Gore must hate you every time you think the world warms up 5 degrees.
I'm done.
You're the reason it snows in Texas."
God. I
Oh my
swear.
god.
Stop moving. You're throwing off the gravitational pull.
Dude, this
Listen,
is nuts.
listen. Yo, Danny. Yo, Danny. All
Uh,
right. I'll read your super chat. But as you can see, right,
oh,
the head fell off your right shoe. All right.
Oh God. Oh my goodness. Best audience ever.
Oh no, yo, Donnie, you didn't.
You guys suck.
yeah.
You guys suck. You suck
On it.
golf balls.
Y'all are great.
You guys suck golf balls. Thank you
Oh
for the
my
$5,
god.
Yodani. He says, I
Oh
know Luke's headphones absolutely hate to see him coming.
man. Oh man,
All
it's
right.
been a long time since I last laughed this much on an episode. This is great.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This episode is
Sorry, Luke.
nuts.
Oh man. It's so good.
We're supposed to be talking about PlayStation today.
We are. In between
Yeah. Talking about PlayStation.
I mean the conversation has enough space to fit between your head.
Oh,
Sorry. Sorry. He walked right into it.
I mean, how can he look at that head?
Really, Ham?
this is crazy.
All right, this is the last warning. This is the last warning. I will be calling HR. All right? I will be
Oh
calling
man.
HR. Y'all need to chill.
Honestly, I think
Oh,
PlayStation's problem is the
You got one person that got your
PS4.
back in the chat, Luke. There you go. You can read that one.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yobi. Appreciate you. So, look, give me the word. I will pull the ban hammer. Last warning, Yobi. This is the last warning. Sensei 808, welcome in. Welcome in. Laughing
Um,
your ass off. All right, go ahead.
I just think
Cozy.
their problem is their problem is PS4 was bad for them in a creative way, in a continual way. They came out with these good games, these great games. They came and then they were like, let's just do what we did with the PS4, and that involved a lot of the things that would have worked as live service things and such on
Mm-hmm.
PS3 just disappeared. They dried up. They died. And then they had the PS4 and they had these single player games that were just kind of like not as good as their first iterations on the PS4. And they don't they don't know how they got rid of all their studios that would know how to make an experience that could just generate money. And they look at the big bucks too hard and not understanding like you can have like when Matt talked about Sea of Thieves, that's a great
Yeah.
example. A small like a game that has a small audience. Well, now the audience is bigger, but when it came out, it had a relatively small audience. Like, but they were kind of dedicated. They liked it, and the game regularly. Not only did the game sell, because Sea of Thieves is a live service game that's not free.
Lo, can you read that on the screen?
Can I read what?
Is that French? Not French. What's the other loser language?
Yeah.
Portuguese.
What's the other one, Cozy? What's the other one?
Portuguese?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Is this
Read it.
Portuguese?
Yes. Cozy,
I
go
can't
ahead
read
and
it.
read
It's
it.
like I can't read Portuguese. It's like paita fazer o que I don't know.
Yeah, that's that thing that the dude in Indiana Jones was talking. That's that
Well,
shit
you know what's
that
really weird? I can actually kind of understand. Thanks to the Miiverse, I can kind of understand
Okay.
Brazilian Portuguese.
Uh-huh. So
And
what does
red.
that say?
I can't
What does
understand
that
that.
say?
I can't
All
understand
right.
that.
So that's
what's it
that's
say?
that's my son. That's my son is asking. He's asking me what the hell I'm doing here with you losers.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said.
Yeah.
That's not what he said. He said, "Damn,
How
Dad,
about
put that head away. You embarrassing me." That's what he said.
Oh!
Yo, Stanley, what the hell,
Turn off the
bro?
camera,
Come
Dad. What'd you
on.
do that for?
Come on. Stanley.
oh my god.
Bro.
Nick! No!
Oh my God, Vic!
Dude.
He said we suck golf
He's
balls.
on his A
With
game.
that head, you suck a planet. Y'all got my wife laughing at Loke right now. Jesus.
Oh man.
Is Loke in the background again?
Yeah.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Camo activated.
Can't
Who's
tell.
that camo activated?
You gotta wait. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah. I think their problem is
Oh.
ultimately
Doesn't stop.
PlayStation is kind of like it's like they're stuck in this old school mentality, and they make games that are very kind of they understand old school way of operating, and they haven't they don't understand that they have the power to change their path, but the problem is you also have to be patient. Every game like Concord, it could have been great. I don't.
No, cut the cap. Cut the
No,
cap,
no,
Cozy.
no,
Cut the cap.
no. I have never seen a game canceled faster.
Oh my god.
Has
What
there
the
been a live service game that's been canceled
guys?
faster
Stop.
than Concord?
Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna sit down.
No.
Ah.
I think the character
Yo,
design.
Donnie. Okay, I'm bad. My bad.
What?
I was just gonna read the. Did you see this, Cozy? Yo, Donnie Quezada with the $5 super chat said, "I'm glad Loke is no longer a pony. The amount of mental gymnastics going on in that head of his could literally last an entire Olympics worth."
No! But then Stanley Francois.
I think we have to end the pod. We have to
He
end the
said
pod. I
Loke
think
shouldn't say
we're good.
cap.
But no,
Listen. We're good.
I know.
This
I'm actually.
thank you guys for watching TSWS. We're going to see you on Monday. I'm never gonna be on camera ever again. Appreciate you guys. See you guys next week, I guess. Goodbye. Oh fuck.
uh,
Go ahead, Cozy. Go ahead.
I just think they're not really taking care of their angles. They have some good angles, but not only did they shutter a lot of the studios that could have created like crazy things that would have generated money, they're chasing like big
Trends.
boy dollars with what they're trying to do, and that's their problem. Don't chase those big boy dollars. You know what? If you chase like, you know how much like $5 a week is? Like, yeah, you can see Call of Duty over there, $100 a week. But you know, $5 a week is still something. And as long as it's generating enough to be profitable, it doesn't have to generate the biggest of bucks. And that's the problem that they seem to be having, is like they're stuck in this mindset where they're chasing the big dollars. Oh my god.
So this one takes the cake. I don't care about all the other jokes. This one takes the motherfucking cake. Vic, I'm banning you from TSWS
He's been on his A
for
game.
like for 5 minutes. I'm banning you for 5 minutes,
my
bro.
god!
This
Oh man!
this is insane.
But I'm
Oh,
like,
what a callback! Did you guys
it's like
watch Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
I just
I've
feel
always
like
seen it.
they have the right
You should
setup.
watch it, man.
They
Sorry,
have the
Cozy,
right
go ahead.
PlayStation has the right
check it out.
setup, but they're missing all the marks. Like, I can think of all their games that would literally, not even games that I necessarily would play, but games that, because if you're chasing Call of Duty, oh god.
This is nuts. This is like an old. This is like a.
Loke, you're gonna have to cut your
Why?
hair.
Why?
You're gonna have
That's
to
just a
cut your hair,
game you
Loke.
can't beat. That's just a game
Yeah,
you
well,
can't beat.
You're gonna have to cut your hair.
yeah, Cozy is right. Look, I think you got to cut your hair next week.
You're gonna have to do a me.
You got to get that shit off your head
What?
because
It's a game
Danny.
you can't beat.
I've never seen someone get roasted the
Oh
way
my
you're getting
god!
fucking roasted. This
Listen, listen. At
This
least the
is
super chats
nuts.
are coming through. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the
Yo,
super
God
chats.
bless them. God bless
It's
them.
been like a
Because
Oh
damn,
solid
my
dude.
hour of Loke just getting pummeled.
This is like a full length
Listen,
Comedy Central roast. This is
Matt,
damn.
this is how I'm gonna get my green
Oh,
card to the US. All right, no
Oh
skin
my
off my
god.
back.
Hey,
Y'all
God
keep it
bless you,
coming.
brother.
So big,
God
it
bless
keeps
you.
interrupting Cozy without knowing. Yeah, that's true. Cozy's been trying to finish. Cozy's been trying to finish her point. Oh, come
No,
on.
it's just
Come on.
oh shit!
Oh man.
God damn it. Yo, Danny, what the fuck, bro? God damn it. Says, thank you for the super chat. Thank you.
Aw.
Says, fire Marvel's casting person if they don't tap Loke for Modok. You know what? As soon as I get that Marvel money, I'm out. I'm out this motherfucker. All right? I'm out. I'm out. I'm done with you guys. Voidlog says, love Loke like, huh?
Looks
Love
like he's part
looks
of the
like,
Temptations.
I think he's saying Loke looks like he's part of the
Yeah,
Temptations.
she's saying you
oh,
look like part of the Temptations. Do you know what the Temptations are, Loke?
yes, obviously. Who doesn't know the
I
Temptations?
don't
He's from
know. I don't
Texas.
know.
This,
Texas
this,
gets things later than the rest of the world.
the fuck out of it. It's an R&B group from like back in the
Art,
day. Or soul, whatever
Just
you're
my
gonna call it.
imagination.
my girl.
Looks like it's a
Listen,
hip hop group from the 90s.
yeah,
It,
you know what? You know what? I think we're
Loke
good.
can definitely
Cozy, finish
never
your
get
point.
that song out of his head. That's for sure.
Finish your point,
it's
Cozy, please.
honestly mostly sad to see them floundering all their potential with live service games, because they're trying to chase Call of Duty and Fortnite, and you don't get that. Those are like
Yeah, those are locked in.
Those are locked in. Those are dreams. And anyone who's chasing that is chasing things wrong. There's just so
Dude's
many
family
options.
is killing it.
No.
Guys, can we let Cozy finish? For the love of Kojima, can we let Cozy finish one time? Stop it with the jokes. All right, stop it. Cozy, I'm so sorry. I
No,
apologize for the. I
it's mostly
apologize
just
for
that
the
they
size
have
of
so
my
many
head,
angles. They have so
and I
many angles
also.
to work with, and they just
God
seem to do
damn
it
it.
all wrong,
Yeah.
except for when they canceled Twisted Metal, and it was like, but why? Because there's no way you couldn't create a battle royale car game off of a game that already the game had strong lore, interesting characters, and they gave it a TV show, and it's a concept that isn't really experienced. A battle royale car battle game would have been great. All the ideas you could come up with for like, oh, just skins, they could have made a lot of money off of skins for that game. So seeing them flounder all their opportunities to get a live service game
Sad to see.
for games like Concord. Not that I didn't play Concord, but from the footage I saw, the actual gameplay was competent.
Cozy,
But
you don't have to chew on shit to know it's shit.
no, the gameplay in Concord seemed competent from what I saw. The
Yeah,
problem was
the gameplay was solid. It was just it was
the
not in
character
his it did
design
not
was
look
like
good.
wrong.
Oh my
Because
god.
people who play those types of games don't
Oh,
need.
geez.
Oh God!
Oh shit.
Um,
Whew.
people who play the
Richie?
games like.
Richie, I thought you were my guy, Richie. I thought we were buds. I thought we were friends.
Oh man!
It's like everyone's got to join in
Roast the
on
host day.
You're getting stomped the fuck out. Oh man.
Roast the host day.
2024 it was Drake. 2025 it's
Shit.
Loke.
They're
Loke
fucking
from the
cooking
neck
the
up.
host. They're fucking charbroiling.
Oh, not Stan.
Oh my god.
Stanley. Stanley, I'm never shouting your ass out again, bro. Why did you have to bring Starfield into this? Why?
That's
Next
a dense
DLC.
ass
Richie.
planet.
Richie, thank you so much for the $2 Canadian. Says Loke is immune to Dr. X's mind powers like Magneto.
Damn, bro.
Because, oh my god! You were laughing!
Betrayal.
Oh man.
Alright.
Oh,
I'm about to mute
I'm leaving
every
that on the screen
motherfucker.
for a second.
Damn, I
Your
can't believe
wife
you put
is
my
seeing
wife on the
all of
screen.
this right now.
I
It's
can't believe you put
great.
my wife on
And
the screen.
enjoying it.
Come on, Ham. I can't believe you put my wife on the screen. All right, listen.
Good
We
time.
need to get
Oh,
the fuck
man.
up out of here.
We
I'm
do.
so done with this shit. With a head that big, I can see why he could be in Texas.
Dude.
Man, he is on one today.
Dude.
Listen.
Oh man, I'm getting a headache. I'm getting a headache.
This
Oh my god.
this is probably the funniest thing I've ever been a part of in my life, baby.
Oh my god.
This is nuts.
Oh, I can't see.
Oh God.
Okay. I need a minute.
Man.
Oh my goodness.
I do think
This is insane.
we've managed.
Bro, I
we've
can't even
managed,
pretend to be upset. I can't
Oh,
even pretend to be
man.
upset.
I do think
Vic.
we've managed to have like
Vic, I
a
fucking
complete
love you, Vic.
discussion about this
I
entire.
fucking love you.
I know this is like the best chat ever.
My chest hurts. My chest.
Oh yeah, this show is nuts. Mr. Worldwide. Oh,
Oh my god.
Look, I'm telling you, if you come back here next week, look, and that head isn't shaved, I'm gonna fucking lose it. I'm gonna fucking lose it, buddy. I'm gonna go nuts,
Listen, listen,
dude. Oh my
listen,
god, I'm
listen.
listening. Holy shit.
I forgot what I wanted to say. God damn. Yo,
Oh,
you guys are freaking wild. You guys are wild.
oh man.
Oh yeah, now I know what I wanted to say. If anyone knows of an editor, we need someone to clip the fuck out of this specific episode. If you
Bro,
know an
there's like
editor,
there's like a 40-minute period where we were just just trying to talk about PlayStation, and they were sending in a joke like every 30 seconds. That shit was nuts.
bro, I can't breathe.
This
I
chat is
can't
a
breathe.
menace.
I can't
Oh my
breathe.
god.
How can you say you love me? You laughing your ass off. The
Oh
whole internet
man.
is ripping me. Come on,
There's a
man.
lot to love with the size of your head.
Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here, Cozy. Get the fuck out.
it's more to love.
All
Oh
right.
man.
All right. All
Oh
right.
shit.
Oh my God, Mr. I'm Mr. Worldwide. I'm Mr. Worldwide.
Man.
So many inside jokes. So many inside jokes. No one is going to understand. Like a month from now, when we start randomly laughing, no one's going to understand.
You know, Voidlock is right though. You do look like you met at the crossroads and made a deal with the devil to play guitar really well.
Bro, that deal did not work out. It did not work out for me. Here I am on this motherfucking podcast. No green card, no nothing. Just getting roasted. All right. All right.
This could
Devil
be the
is
best
slacking.
content
The
on
devil,
YouTube this year.
the devil is slacking. All right. If someone is underperforming, it's not PlayStation, it's not Herman Hulst, it's the fucking devil. All right. I made a deal with this motherfucker. Now here I am with you guys. Anyways,
Having fun.
guys, I think we can agree that this show has completely flown off the rails.
It's amazing though. This was great.
And we need to and
It was.
we need to end. But before we
Dude,
go, Ham, stop laughing. Ham is doing everything he can to keep it together.
I didn't
Coach,
realize, dude. I didn't realize it was almost 7 o'clock. It does
guys,
not feel like it's almost 7 o'clock. Dude, what the hell?
oh my
Oh
God,
my
Vic, what the
god,
fuck, bro? What the hell are you doing, Vic? Stop it!
dude, he
This
just
is
keeps
crazy.
going. This is
This is
great.
it's crazy. You forgot things with your head, with a head that big. I thought life was like checkers for you. You think 5 minutes in advance.
It's
God damn it!
advanced.
God damn. Okay,
This-
okay. You know what? You know,
Oh,
Ham,
man.
Ham, just keep it together, brother. Cozy,
I'm trying to not cry, man. I'm just...
Ham is changing colors from laughing. Ham
Oh
is
my god.
struggling. He's struggling. Ham is struggling. Big time. Big time. I feel bad. Bigly. Bigly.
Dude.
Like I'm also struggling. I forgot what the hell we're talking about. We lost track of time. This is way over what we usually do. I'm glad the chat is having a good time. Ham,
Bro,
that mute yourself,
the
motherfucker. What the
the chat is having a great time. They are having a fucking
come on.
amazing
I am
time.
fucking crying right now. Like,
Ham?
I can't stop.
Ham, Vic just said, everybody thinks God said, let they be light. But what he really said was, look, move the fuck over from blocking the sun.
Oh man.
God.
Oh my god.
God damn, your daddy says, you know, Loke's inner monologue is loud as fuck. God, you know what?
When Loke has thoughts, they're just fucking screaming. What starts just fucking screaming?
Now there's probably like
Oh,
a fucking
God.
echo as well.
Oh shit.
Rachel says Loke has foresight. God damn.
He's
You guys,
got,
guys-
I
got
can't
five.
even, I
He's,
can't even look at the screen anymore.
Loke's got 5 sight.
Let's get out of here.
okay,
Get me
okay,
outta
hold on.
here.
Hold on. Ham, ham,
Oh
ham.
man.
Breathe,
I need
ham,
to go
breathe. Okay,
home.
okay. Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. No one look at the chat. No one look at the chat. Let's give our final thoughts and bounce. Because if we keep looking at the chat, it's going to be a shit show. Okay,
Damn, dude.
Cozy, go
Yes.
first. What are your final thoughts on the situation of PlayStation? And what does God damn it, Ham? What does their future look like? What does the future look like?
As long okay. Final thoughts.
Yes.
PlayStation
know Logan
has
only answered
basically
that question.
squandered all their opportunities
Yes.
to unique,
Oh my god.
make great and unique live service games. So now they're stuck chasing what everyone else is doing. I think PlayStation will be okay for a while, especially as long as consoles are a thing. The problem is they do not control where their money comes from.
Yeah.
And the lack of control where their money comes from will ultimately hurt them, especially as we move towards being device agnostic. PlayStation needs to find some angle to keep their audience, and I don't necessarily think. I think they've got the next 10 years on lock, but I think after that, it looks scary for them.
It looks scary. Jeez. Not a positive prognosis from Cozy Beluga. That's
They basically want to be Nintendo and Xbox, and they're losing at both.
it's not so bad.
No, they're not raking in the live service monies that Microsoft's got. They're not raking in the solo single player game monies that Nintendo had. And that's my final
Okay.
thought on the entire situation.
All right. Please plug your stuff. Tell people where they can find you, Cozy.
Right now, you can find me wherever there's a Cozy Beluga because whenever I see that, and whenever I literally will join things just to be like Cozy Beluga, it's taken so no one else can touch it. So everywhere there's a Cozy Beluga, it is me.
So Blue
Specifically,
Sky,
yep,
everything.
Blue Sky.
Everything.
Right now I'm kind of in a crisis because I was heavy in TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
So
Uh-oh.
yeah,
Not no
I'm gonna
more. Or maybe not no more.
19th.
Yep.
Oh
Um,
my
Yay.
god.
and
What the
I feel
fuck?
like
What
this
the
is
fuck,
like
you done?
for me it's like
Thanks for
maybe I
answering it.
shouldn't bother with doing anything specifically because before I was into
Oh man.
TikTok, the last time I was like really actually making any sort of content and posting it was when I was
What?
like Mixer. So it's like you and Vine. I did Vine, Mixer, and TikTok. What does that say about me?
You
Cozy, I
really
wasn't even listening. I'm sorry because your daddy ripped me, and the wife in the comment section is adding salt to the wound.
Oh
I don't
God,
like.
you're
I
Donnie.
I don't
it's
even.
yo Donnie, it's like you live for
Oh
um,
man.
yeah.
Oh
Your wife is
man.
amazing.
Yeah,
This
she's
was
great.
too bad.
She's great. The I
Matt,
don't even
Matt,
know, man.
Matt, talk about PlayStation.
Yeah.
All right, give your final thoughts and let's get the fuck out of here.
Tell you the future is not as God, I'm fighting to make that joke. Fuck it. The
Don't you
future is
dare!
not as bright
Don't
as
you
your
dare!
forehead. The future is not as bright as your forehead, bud. I was trying hard not to make that joke. I didn't want to make that joke, but God damn it. Ah, okay. PlayStation, I think. So I guess long story short, I would agree with Cozy. I think there's a lot of things they need to figure out, and right now we're seeing them scrambling to figure that out. And I don't know if they're going to figure it out because they don't seem willing to figure it out, or at least willing to do the things they need to do to figure it out. So we'll see. I think Cozy's right though. As long as there's a console, they'll be fine. But whatever happens after, that time, I don't know. I don't know.
Tell people they can find you, etc., etc. You're
You can
you're
find
that
me.
took my fucking my dignity. You took my wife. You guys took everything from me.
He took a
My
Fuck
nerd.
it,
wife.
fuck it.
Took a
Oh
nerd.
God.
Nothing matters. Nothing matters.
You can find me on YouTube. Matt Likes Games. Videos every week. Podcasts every week. Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern is the L3R3 podcast with myself, Hard Days Mike, and it's me, Twan. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, it's the two-player podcast with myself and Ham Solo. And then Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern, I'm here for this shit. That's what happens on Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern is I'm right here for this shit. This is why we play the game. Right here.
Chef's kiss. You
So
cannot make this up.
yeah, this is like the NBA finals of podcasting.
Uh
This is
huh.
where
Uh
dreams
huh.
come true.
When I work at
Yep.
jobs and
Is
I refuse to compromise on my Friday availability, it's because of you guys
dude,
in
yeah.
you guys in the show and you guys in the chat.
Yeah. Dude, when I applied for the job I have now, they asked me what days would I need off, and I told them I can't. I absolutely cannot work Friday.
That's the same thing I say. I can't work
I
Friday. I will
I
not work
can't do it.
Friday.
Oh man, that's
So
fucking wonderful.
there you
That's
go.
wonderful. What a show today, man. What a show.
This shit was great.
Dude,
Beautiful.
I'm in just like sheer disbelief. Like I know it's my turn to go. I might as well go on ahead and allow Loke to decompress a little bit. But yeah. It's been a fantastic week for the channel, you guys. All of you guys, those of you that are new, those of you that's been here since damn near day one, we appreciate all of you guys. As you know, Ham Solo 05, you can find me over on Twitter or X, whichever one you want to call it. I also made a profile recently on Blue Sky just because I feel like it's kind of easier to get in contact with some people over there. So I kind of did it for a little bit business reasons, but anyways, you can check me out. I do a show solo every morning, every morning, Monday through Friday, from 9:30 a.m. Eastern till whenever the hell I'm ready to get off. I talk about all sorts of different games, play different games, talk about whatever big news happened. I usually start off with the news first, and then after I taper off with the news, I start to play some games. If you want to come kick it, talk games, I put a call in link in the chat and in the description below every episode, so you can come through, spit your game, and talk your shit. if you want to, or you can just come through and just watch the show because I don't need anybody to be around me to continue yammering on. So, anyways, it's been a fantastic show today. One literally for the record books. One that I'll never
Yeah.
forget this episode right here.
This
This is beautiful.
This
And it's only
episode right
January.
This episode
Yeah.
right here broke me from being able to laugh probably for the rest of the day. Like I
Man,
probably
my
won't be able
stomach
to
hurts.
laugh
My stomach hurts.
again
Like it's
for
like
the rest
stop.
of the day.
Stop. My stomach hurts. I literally have a cramp from laughing.
I might be. I take that back. Don't. I shouldn't tempt you guys. I could laugh, but it probably won't be to the point that I just had where I couldn't even speak. I couldn't speak moments ago to you guys. Like you guys were asking me, and I was fucking crying. Like I could not speak because I was laughing so hard. So thanks, y'all. That was fantastic.
Oh my God.
I'll never forget today's episode. It was insane. That was a lot of fun.
It was.
Okay, so the last point, I had written something down about PlayStation. I was about PlayStation, but after today's episode, I think it'll be disrespectful, right? So, Demon Time Reezy, this guy came in late, right? He
Hey,
came in
that's
late.
good.
No, Vic
He
doesn't.
didn't know.
Vic has no chill.
He didn't know what was happening. Demon Time Reezy was like, guys, what did I miss?
Vic has
Someone
absolutely no
told
chill.
him, someone told him, oh, we ripping Loke's head. And Demon Time Riz is like, bet. All right. Um, so for my last point, I just want to read these last ones because y'all did a great job today. Like seriously, I've always said this and I do believe it. Funny is funny. All right, no matter who's getting ripped. Today, y'all done ripped me to shreds. Stanley Francois says poor do rags. AC
Oh
Vic
man.
stick figures was inspired by Loke. A big circle and lines for body. Loke got that Stephen A. Smith special. Listen,
Oh man.
funny
That's what I
story,
thought you were talking
funny
about.
story, funny story. Stephen A. Actually, one of my inspirations to even do podcasting.
Hey, God bless
Uh,
him.
Stanley Francois also said, "All I can say is poor pillows." Uh, Panel members would have been millionaires if they worked Fridays, according to Ray Chi. Demon Time Reezy says Loki is all head, no shoulders. Yodani says, I've seen 10-gallon hats. Loke's hat measured in cubic hectares.
Yes. Oh my
Oh my
god! I saw
God.
that earlier and I died.
Stanley Francois says, going to TSA must be a headache for Loke.
Damn.
AC Vic also said Loke's insurance doesn't cover head injuries. Fixing
Oh
that
man, I
melon
saw that.
would bankrupt them.
Oh God.
Uh,
Yeah.
Vic also
These
said
are
Loke
some
is
that I
going.
missed. Like, geez, Louise,
Vic
it
also says
doesn't
Loke.
You
stop.
Donnie! No! The closer.
Vic
Oh
The
no.
closer.
Vic
Oh.
says Loke is going to snow this December. Use that head and think ahead. Stanley Francois says Loke with a head like that, your brain dance in Cyberpunk would be crazy work. All
Oh
right,
man.
We
all
should
right.
close
So
with
the last
Yodani.
one,
We have to close with
last
Yodani.
one. God damn it. Okay, yo, Danny, with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Says one size fits all. Loke's head bet.
I love
Listen,
this chat. It is the most beautiful chat I've ever seen.
God damn it.
It
Stanley
is.
Francois says, how
Uh,
wide are those glasses, Loke? Okay, guys,
Oh my God.
save some for next week, Friday. In conclusion, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you smash the like button. From the bottom of my heart, I mean this. I fucking love you guys. Y'all are y'all are cruel. You're
I gotta
demented.
get out of here.
But you know what? At least y'all are funny. See you
Oh
on
hell yeah.
Monday for Everything Plus Gaming on TSWS Gaming. Goodbye.